So absolutely, we'll probably spend more money and find some theaters. We just got to find the right place, though.
Yeah.
Where there's a good amount of people that can actually get to it.
Hmm.
Um, Otherwise, it's really just kind of just finding a place and say, hey, you guys want to come check it out here? I hope
Yeah.
hope
You
you
guys
show
want to
up.
come
And
back? Well,
it's just
and
me and Narvi and Polo just watching a
yeah.
movie.
Sharing one popcorn. Save money that way because
We
we need
do.
to save money at this point
Yeah.
until the checks come in. But we have talked with people too about doing events where if we do a screening and it's open to the public, which is we would want it to be, we would do a question and answer afterwards and maybe an
Yeah.
autograph session and all that
Hmm.
kind of stuff. It's a good opportunity. The thing about a film, and this is kind of in the back of our brains, we were dying for it to come out and hear the reviews because we want to know what an audience thinks. That's one of the downsides. Um, to doing a film, right? Is that you don't get the feedback, right?
Yeah.
And so it would be fun to be in the live audience with them.
The screen,
Um,
that's what the screening did, for me. You got to feel everybody reacting to the film for the first time. It's us seeing, I mean, I had seen it already like 3,000 times at that point, but
yeah,
it was really cool to see people reacting. So absolutely, that's not me. I wasn't trying to shoot.
No, I'm just reacting or have it on in the background.
Planned out, figuring out which locations
a
would
lot
be
of
the best.
logistics.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Although,
need boots
hey,
on the
if you
ground
guys work at a theater and you know of good theater that
that
we
we
would,
can sneak into. If you have the key
yeah,
and you know
we
what
could
time the
just
boss goes
at
home,
night
we're
after
your
hours.
guys. Late at night, like
Yeah,
later than now.
right,
Later than now.
exactly.
One guy did say, "We'll buy your DVDs in bulk." That's not funny. That is not funny. Okay,
Oh,
take that
is that
name
because
out of your
Bulk and
mouth.
Skull? All right.
No,
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, okay. How many do you want to buy? I don't know how much they are. I got to look that up, actually. It depends, It's like, what are, there's all these little things that go into the DVD, right? So, first off, is it just a regular DVD or is it Blu-ray? And then are you going to add the little booklet to it? One of the things we have been doing because we have this comic book coming. Originally, it was like a 22-page comic, but a friend of ours was like, you should bump it up to about 40 pages." And so I'm almost done with the rewrites on it but then it was maybe attaching that to like a limited whatever box set or something.
hmm.
So we're discussing that as well. So anyways, yeah.
Here's a good question. What's your favorite scene filming this? What's your favorite scene filming this Spades movie? So, what was your favorite scene to film? There's a few of them. Um, there's a few of them. Um,
Yeah. There are a few of my definitely any of the action stuff was fun. Um, but I really liked there's a sequence where Narvi's character Bishop and his daughter, they're estranged, and so there's this struggle between them, this conflict between them. It's there, it feels it, you feel the energy of it. Like it's almost like they both want to connect, but they're just missing whatever bridge they need in that
mhm,
moment to bridge them together. And so that was really fun to shoot.
yeah.
I basically ran the camera.
What do y'all think? Y'all want us to keep watching this or just get into the content?
Go again, move in closer. Okay, step back. Look out.
See, and here's the thing. I got bad hearing these days, so I thought he was making passes at me. I loved it. It was awesome. I was like,
Right. Show more leg. So anyways.
yeah, that was a fun one to do. And I got to say too, we had a few scenes. One day we had Schreier on the set. That was fun.
Yeah.
There was a great scene. Johnny and I had a couple scenes together, which was always a lot of fun. One day we were working towards the end of the shoot. And we ended up we changed a few pieces of dialogue. We ended up rewriting like 2 or 3 pages. Like, hey, what if I said this? What if I said that? That was fun. We never used it. We were like, that's ridiculous, dude. The movie's getting long. We gotta keep this. We gotta wrap this shit up. But we like
The original
rewrote.
edit was almost 3 hours.
Yeah,
It was way too long.
they say kill your
We shot
darlings, but
far
they're
too
so cute.
much. The thing is that it is fun to let the actors kind of do their thing, and to explore their characters more. A good example was like with KG Tang and Matt Tang, who KG plays KG, and Matt plays Ruben. And we had some time as like there's a sequence where they're going to go find the character Bella, and they're kind of searching for her, and they're driving around, and I just kind of was like, hey, what if you did this? What if you said this? And they just started playing in their characters, and it somehow became very comical. It was really funny. It was like a movie I wanted to watch. But it almost had like this Pulp Fiction, kind of like, where you have these hitmen or whatever. But it's really, I guess, these creepy kidnapper guys. But but it was really funny. And what they had done, they're both very talented, improv and comedically. And so seeing them.
I have no idea how long they've been doing this. I just figured, oh, they on. He always deletes his live streams, so there's that.
Try to hate them, So it was like I just need to hate them,
Mhm.
unfortunately,
Well,
for the film.
and it's interesting too. I'll say this too about KG and his his dad. You actually gave a little bit of a relationship with him, and you did that with all the characters, though, right? So how do you
Yeah.
find that balance between making a character
Oh, Frank,
human
what up? I see you in
without
both
making them too
chats.
likable if they're not supposed to be?
Well, you want to find like there's sort of a lens of almost emotion or lack of emotion that they're seeing through, or what. How do I put it? There's like an emotion that they want to, I guess, convey, but there's some
Total
obstacle usually,
excellence.
and what is that obstacle, and do they break through that, and does that obstacle, is that obstacle clear? I don't know if that makes sense, but like each character has something like that, and it's an
All right.
internal conflict, and
I'll let them talk for like
sometimes
5 more
it's
minutes.
directly the person directly in front of them. Somebody says put it on VHS.
Put on VHS.
Good idea.
Oh
It's
my
coming
God.
back. Well, dude, I'm not kidding you. I was
Give me a
looking for an
second.
MP3 player today, and I had a hard time
Whoops.
finding it. But you know what I did find? I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Brand new cassette players. Cassette has made
Yeah,
a comeback.
cassette has made a comeback. Yeah, I with the band we were thinking about like maybe doing that as well. But then when I looked it up, I'm like, who's really going to be playing a cassette? I don't
Yeah.
even know if I have a cassette player.
I don't. They came back, but I think they're going to be around for about a year before people realize why we got rid of them.
Spades merch. We did design some shirts. We got plenty of posters, and certainly a ton of images. We'll probably be releasing a few things for just like cell phone backgrounds or something. But we're completely open to merch. We've got some guys giving us some prices on little action figures and some custom Funkos, and of course we could do playing cards. Actually, I have. Give me a second. I have.
He's lying, guys. He has a horrible addiction. He is right now eating a stick of butter.
Shut up, man.
Can't. Sorry.
Eating a stick of butter, is that what you said?
Expected.
But this one actually was one. Actually, Paulie did this one for us.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That's
Paul
not bad.
Schreier, and
That is not bad.
but it it's unpainted and whatnot. But it's a really cool prototype that we had thought about, or that I just wanted to make one to see what it was like. But unfortunately, they're very expensive. So it's like, and then if we had to order them, it was. I mean, it makes sense. Like you'd have to buy like a ton of them. So unless the movie does really well, like really stinking well,
Really well.
because I can't have my home full of these boxes of these figures,
I see
and
everybody over
they
there.
take a while for them to come into. So I don't know. These are all things we want to do, but it's a matter of whether or not the film does super well. Right now, we only have 6 reviews on Amazon, so that's not enough for us to
Yeah,
go make some action figures or whatnot.
Oh,
that's
snap.
right.
I didn't put no
Let's
review
see.
up.
Hey, here's a fun question.
What?
In Power Rangers, it seemed you got beat up more than the others. Did you have any say in that?
Me? I got
Good
beat up
God.
more
Yes.
than the others.
Yeah. Did you have any say in that? That's the question. The answer is yes. He really likes it. It's
I
really
love
cool.
getting beat up. I
It's
love
that's
getting beat up more than the others. Let's see. Do you think the movie will be put in the Caribbean? Oh,
oh,
I don't. You know what? Polo
Yo,
just told me today that there was an issue with it in Japan. Like they can't watch it in Japan.
really?
So yeah, so it might
I wish
be
I could
because
mute it.
we don't have Japanese subtitles. um,
Oh,
which I think they cost like about $1,000.
oh my God.
Holy
I,
crap.
I'll have to double check. We did them. We did like Polo actually did the subtitles, but the problem is then there's like a whole sync thing that you got to get right,
Yeah.
and we have to, and distribution wants us to go through a certain company, which isn't super cheap, and so they have somebody going doing it or whatever. So I did email them to find out. So if there's a certain language that you want, just shoot us an email. You can shoot us an email at voxrocketstudios@gmail.com and just let us know what language you want. Or if you have ideas, that's fine too. Um,
Hold on, let me put
but
a
yeah,
poll up. Give me a
All
second.
right, I'm going to scroll through some of these and see what else I can find. Um, definitely felt a Crow Spawn influence in the movie from Eyeshine Archive. Thank you very much.
right on.
God, do you remember?
Jason was getting his butt kicked. Oh, it just vanished. I think I accidentally scrolled. Wait, did I just tap the
I
wrong
was never
button?
getting my butt kicked. That never
He was
happened.
reading my question. He
Okay,
was
it
reading my
did
comment.
more than. Can't
How
live through
long did
Eden.
choreo take? Uh,
Mm.
Choreography was right then and there. It wasn't like we spent like a ton of
Crow
time. It was,
inspired you?
we shot, what was it?
Give me a
We shot
second.
for 17 days, all the acting, right? So it was about 17 days, not full days every time, but 17 days basically for all the acting and all that stuff. And then we spent an extra like 9 days, I think it was, to do the action and the car stuff and things like that. Car stuff was all stolen locations. Don't tell anybody. Why y'all keep killing Polo? It's fun to kill Polo. Come
Well,
on.
come on.
We did
He's
kill him in Ark
unkillable.
Exodus, didn't we? Yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
killed him pretty
right.
bad. We killed him worse, I think, in Ark Exodus, though.
Oh, it wasn't he a face shot?
Multiple. It's like, and then in the head, he had a big hole in his head. So we killed him pretty bad in Ark Exodus. This one, he just lost an arm. You don't know he's dead.
You don't
Maybe
know
he's in
he's
the
dead.
sequel.
He's walking out there happy, carefree with his three-armed wife. Between
Yeah,
the
is
two
that
of them, they've got
spoiler?
a
Oh,
freaking
by the way,
arm.
spoilers. Don't spoil it. Spoil the film. Polo's alive. Polo, Polo's alive.
This
Don't
unreal
All
spoil
right.
it. What are you
arm.
doing? Why are you
No, the dog
They
goes,
just
speak
spoiling it?
this.
cooling.
Stop it.
Hey, if you guys are posting or screenshotting stuff, don't put the spoilers up there. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, no spoilers.
Don't
What's
spoil
the
the movie yet. Wait till after give me a month after the free release to do all your spoilers, okay? Yeah. The car stuff. Yeah, no, the car stuff was fun. The car stuff was definitely, I wanted to do more car stuff. If we can get a sequel, I'd love to do more car stuff.
Yeah.
Can I have the car? No, I need the car.
I talked to the guy the other day. He's like, "You had a
Right,
car. You had a car. That's
Whose car
low
was
budget
it?
films don't have a car." I'm like, "Well, it's an indie film, first of all,
right.
but second of all,
Okay.
Whose car was it? It is my car. I
Oh
literally bought the
shit.
car. Actually, when I was doing my taxes, right? My taxes were really high, and I asked my tax person. I was like, "So if I got a car and put it in a movie, could I write it off?" And she's like, "Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can do that." And then so I ended up buying a car, and I was like, "All right, let's put it in the movie." And then when I went to go write it off, she's like, "Well, actually, you have to sell the movie first." And I was like, "What? What?"
Oh wow.
but you have to sell the movie. What
Yeah,
does
I
this
guess
count?
so.
Does this count
Well,
now?
she does
Bro.
everything by the book.
Oh, you need a good crooked lawyer. I
Right?
got I got a
I
friend,
need a
Vinny.
crook.
He's really
I need a
good. He's
crook
real.
to
I mean,
help
he's not
me.
good. He's a
Right.
good fella.
Yeah.
Hey, someone asked,
Bro.
"How's Amy Joe doing?" She's
Amy
doing
Jo's
great.
freaking. She's awesome. First
All
off,
right.
I will
I got
say
my
this.
question answered.
She's been great. Um,
I got my question answered.
Writer, director, of course, actor, producer, and seen a few of her things that she's done, even the Superman thing that she did
Mhm.
not too long ago. But she's been giving us a ton of great ideas
All
Yeah,
right, we gotta
of
go.
what to
she's
do.
Cause
In
supportive and
fact, wants to join us in the thing in August maybe, and to help kind of promote that and through even her fans and all watch the film together. So we love that idea, and we certainly want to do that.
yeah,
So we'll see. We'll make
what thing in August?
great. She'll make the
yeah,
time to do it. She
right.
has fun doing that kind of stuff. So she's great. She's living her best life. Also, there's a great it's Ixty 5. It's the 5. Ixty 5. Sorry, I don't speak Latin. I just want to say, great comment. Somebody said, "Indie films give a new breath of give a new breath of different traction, where the bigger film productions are rebooting and reusing old IPs." Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They are the future of filmmaking right now.
Yo, shout out to Domrock who says, check out how much authenticity and charisma these two have hanging out, chilling, rather than Aaron and any other Ranger grifter. Oh, man. That is a truthful statement.
We need to time this out.
They do. They should time it out.
Hey guys, we haven't done this before. I mean, I've done it before, and they're just as bad. But two of us on here, we're awful.
Okay, you go.
The establishing shot of the police station at the beginning is that, and it keeps rolling away. Edited stock footage, or did you film it? Actually,
No,
that was stock footage. Because there are many shots where we didn't have establishing shots, and one of my friends had watched it. He's like, "Man, do you hate establishing shots?" I was like, "Well, no. Which one would you really want to see?" And then he's like, "Well, man, police station." And so yeah, I did edit that, gave it motion, put some smoke in their atmosphere or whatnot, and yeah, get a little bit of there. Why, do you live near there? Do you know what that location is? It's definitely not a police station.
If you're going to steal a location, a cop shop is not the place to do it, right?
Right. Yeah.
And especially in LA, they know what they're doing.
All right, y'all. We gotta kind of keep it moving.
Who designed the Spades mask, and was it hot filming with it? I actually painted it. I did paint it. I painted a couple of them. I have it right here. Actually, let me grab it. I painted it.
Butter.
There it is. Spent some time. Like at the conventions, we have these Sharpies, the paint pens, and this is basically. I spent it's probably like 10 of those things.
Conventions.
It's like a couple of layers, but I ended up making a couple of them. But we really only used this one. The problem is it didn't stick on when you do the action, it's not real, it's not sturdy, and so we had to tie a shoestring around it to keep it on my face as I did the action because it kept falling off.
Okay.
And it was hot. It was absolutely hot in this thing. Narvi, you go find a question now.
Okay, great. I'm looking. How's it going? It's Justin.
All right, y'all. I think we really need to start the stream because I can't be up too late. But if y'all want to, not watch me and go watch Johnny, go for it, man. And shout out to my man, Matt, who says, shift into resilience. I can't wait to see you, Blake, Dust, and Sean team up. Now that's a team. Here's another $4.99 to keep Brent away. Oh man. Hold on.
That thing that he does.
How dare you speak to me that way?
Oh man.
There are some nods to some.
What the heck?
There are also some Easter eggs. Not nearly as many Easter eggs as we put in.
How dare you speak to me that way?
Put some Easter eggs in there for sure.
Anybody notice any of those Easter eggs? Anybody? Okay,
No.
well, put them in the comments.
All right, we gotta go.
Ryan said, "I have a question for you." Thanks, Ryan. We appreciate it.
That was the question?
In the comments. Let's see. Let me go all the way back. Wait, I think I've.
All right, as much as I would love to keep going with them, we do got a show to do. But I'm really happy for the film and all that good stuff, man. What a day today was. Did a crazy interview right before stream. Crazy. A lot of good stuff in there. A lot of good stuff. I got to figure out how to get it out. Oh, shit, Doc. Oh, I'll give you a preview, man. Like, oh, shit, Doc. Got to be careful when you pillow talking out here in these streets, man. You got to be careful. Be careful what you be saying. Sky. Turns out she watches every goddamn video about her that I put up. But we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we finally get there. But anyway, how y'all doing, man? Shout out to Answer 06. Hopefully you here. Let me pop this stream out. I think we got like one person watching on Twitch. which is cool. I gotta start putting I forgot we gotta start doing Facebook. Tests. Let's go. What the hell is this? Oh, it's the Legend of the White Dragon. All right, because we got a lot of stuff to cover. Yo, shout out to Matt again, dog.
I got money.
Where's the dude who does this stuff while wearing the DT black costume? What's DT? What is DT? Matt, what's DT? What is DT? I'm lost. Help me out. Testing 1, 2, 3. I see you. I see everybody. I heard a rumor that Henry has more haters than fans at this point, dog. It's hey, it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. What up, man? Main JoJo. How y'all doing tonight? Late stream, but it's a good stream. I do have like, Dino Thunder. All right, so he was like, where's the dude who does this stuff while wearing the Dino Thunder? You mean Patrick Sky? I don't know. I'm sure he around. I see you gonna be at Power Morphicon. Henry's a pro Power Ranger LARPer. Goddamn, dog. I can't escape it. I cannot escape it. Hold on, I gotta like X.com. It's like so much stuff I want to get to tonight, but it's really hard. Pause. It's really hard. Asmongo calls out streamer who's get addicted to fame and become only parasocial with their audience. Oh, my viewers hate me. I'm such a loser. It's like, shut the fuck up, you melodramatic bitch. Is he talking about Nick Palone? It's like, I really don't want to go down the Twitch path. I just don't. It's so much right now, and I know I'm not going to be streaming that much. Playboy Max was low-key feeling himself when he found out Jeffree Star was flirting with him. All right, let's add this to the Playboy Max I'm not gay saga. We got to cover this, man. Like, we have to cover this. I just got to go through all my shit. Father was banging his daughter. Ugh. She deletes herself. He gets, what does he get? What did he get? 1 year probation? 1 year in jail, 3 years of probation. Avoid in prison even after she, oh my Lord. Some disgusting shit, man. Some disgusting people out there. But there is some good news. Idaho is now, if you grape a child, you get in the firing squad. I support that. Same with Florida. You grape a child, you get in the death penalty. I support that. What is this?
Hey, let's keep the same energy now. Let's keep the same.
Oh my Lord. All right, man. We gotta get to the content because I don't want to be here all night. Whoa, shit. Sorry. Like what happened was the interview I had took up like all my prep time. It took up all my prep time. And I got to figure out a way to get this goddamn interview out, yeah. Too explosive. All right, well, we can start with Drake's baby mama. Y'all want to see some love? This is, I don't know what you guys think of this. What you guys think of it? I know some of y'all like don't have kids, not married, all that good shit. So this is Drake's baby mama. She's 36, husband 26, 7 carats of pure elegance. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm married. I don't know if I'm following Drake for marriage. I just don't know. What do y'all think? Where's my bookmarks? She got fired. This ninja crashed out. This ninja was like, how you not gonna get my baby mama life? All right, we got to talk about the Supergirl drama. I wish I could fight Arthur. I don't even know who Arthur Witzlicki is. I don't know who that is. Is that like someone famous? Copy link. I didn't get the prep like I really wanted to, but anyway, how y'all doing tonight on this Wednesday? Supergirl. We do got a good stream for you, I promise. Jelly Roll, Geno Smith. We got to do Black Boy Max, a bunch of shorts. He's a raging bad person. I don't even know who he is, dog. I'm like Thanos. Like, I don't even know who you are. I know who you are, but I don't know who they is. Who they be? Who they be? That's one bookmark. They're crushing this film. This shit's dead on arrival. This shit's game over, dog. This is game over. I was like, I'm not planning on going to see it, and I could have go see it, but I'm just like, no. Will you do a panel at PMC, doc? I would not even be at PMC. I'm not going to PMC. If I was invited, yeah, fuck yeah, I'd be at PMC. But I'm like, I'm not the person that can go to these events.
Supergirl just ended the career.
they're going in on James Gunn. How about y'all? They banned you from Ranger Stop? Yes, I am banned from Ranger Stop, dog. But it's like, in all honesty, it's only a couple people I would pay to take a picture with. Like, I got Austin St. John, dumbass. I swear that guy's dumb as about a box of rocks, man. A box of rocks might have more intelligence than that guy. I wonder what's going on with him. He's uploading more content to like YouTube and to other avenues. I mean, it's like throwaway content. Like, this was my first job, but I don't know if he's doing it on fan work. You know what I'm saying? Like what's up with fan work? They putting out videos, or is fan work done? I can't imagine they're done. They charge too goddamn much a month. They haven't had an upload in 10 days. What about a short? 2 weeks for a short? Oh shit. I'm sensing Trouble in Paradise. Last 7 days, 10,000 views. Not bad. $226 a month, man. Last upload 10 days ago, then 3 weeks ago. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. I would take a picture with Axel Hartman. He is a bad match for Superman. Doesn't understand the character at all. Who? All right, let's get into it. We got to go. We have to fucking go. The problem is if I look up Superman, it's gonna be like, you want to buy tickets to go see Supergirl? Supergirl movie. Ooh. Open link a new tab. I'm not even gonna be able to get this shit out. That's the problem. I have so much content, I can't get it out. And shout out to everyone who is commenting on the content. I know I haven't been like very active in my comment section on YouTube, which is not a bad thing. The good thing is I'm getting so many comments because I'm putting out way more content. I'm putting out easily. What is it? 5 pieces of content a day, 3 shorts, 2 long forms. Sometimes it's 6 pieces, 3 shorts, 3 long forms. It is the labor of love. What was this ninja messaging me? Got an update when you finish streaming. Okay. I might. All right, let's just do Supergirl. Jeremy Johns. He saw it, said it was ass. They said it was ass. They said it was ass. James Gunn's career is done. 56% on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, let's go through it. I'm seeing Supergirl tomorrow in the IMAX. Hey, good for you, man. Let me know what you think of it. Henry is quitting Power Rangers. Oh yeah, I'll put that in the title and shit. Hey, what y'all think of that thumbnail? I thought it was dope. Actually, that thumbnail idea was not my original idea. I was talking to somebody on the late night, and I was like, "Why don't you do yourself as Thrag?" I was like, "You know what? That's not a bad idea." All right, so here we go. I'll show it. Let's give you some thumbnail explain lore. Thumbnail explained. All right. If Henry walks away from Power Ranger drama if Henry walks away from Power Ranger drama, his channel will still grow. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that the title was a little clickbaity. All right. It was a little clickbaity. But why did I put that? Because I'm like, we was having a conversation. Who was we? Me, I think was in Discord about Power Rangers just content being dead. And I start thinking about it. I was like, well, who can command views on YouTube covering Power Ranger content? And I'm like, it's really like, if I got a good story, I can get some good views. Like even Estee didn't slow down, man. I was like, damn, Estee, where you at, dog? He like, dog, I'm just putting out shorts. I was like, damn, for real, like just putting out shorts. Shout out to Estee. I wonder if he still watch, but you know, life be happening. My dad kicked me out on Father's Day. Oh shit, is she in a bind?
So I got kicked out 2 days ago, which was Father's Day. My father called the cops on me.
Uh-oh.
On Father's Day without informing me.
Uh-oh.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Hey, women be vulnerable, dog. I'm not about to watch her story. But goddamn, great whatchamacallit. Estee, he's still putting up videos. Who else? YouTube.com. Deoxy360. Let's see what Deoxy up to. What happened to Samantha? Brendan Mahia. Open link. Deoxy 360. Damn, I love when I like go back and I see like my content on like the homepage. Watching Space tomorrow. Let's go. All right. Henry all over the place tonight. All right, I gotta get some order. This ninja gonna be up till 3 a.m. No. We'll be done by like 1 a.m. I mean, we'll be done when the audience fall off. All right. Where's the shit? This was clickbaity, guys. This was clickbaity. Where I said like the end of Power Ranger content, and I put Thrag over there with a bunch of people bowing down because Thrag is a beast. These are all like my haters, my sons, my ninja watchers. Bow to the motherfucking goat out here and shit.
I am the goat.
That was just what it is. I put the end of Power Ranger content because as I was talking to, was that maybe the mods? First, it was 2 conversations that took place. I want to do a different layout. Give me a second. All right. I want to clip this. I'm thinking, like, is it some value here? Yeah, I could add some value, but it won't be a short. It'll just be whatchamacallit. It'll just be a long form video. Will I stop covering Power Ranger content? That was the title of this stream, and it likely caught a bunch of people off guard. But I was thinking as I was talking to people in Discord, talking to the mod team, I was like, Power Ranger news has really slowed down where people have to get more creative to get engagement on YouTube. Even me, I'm watching like old interviews. The Power Ranger actors seem to have gotten a hair smarter. With the exception of a few, you still got people like Austin St. John, who is starting to put out more content on YouTube and other avenues and not fan work. Who, he's guaranteed to say something stupid. Just give him a couple of days and something stupid will come out for us to cover. But by and large, Power Ranger.
What's up, everyone?
Power Ranger views are, in my opinion, down, or maybe it could just be my channel. I mean, I wouldn't say my views are down because we're covering so much more stuff now, where I think the Power Ranger views may be down, but the other content, the views are semi up. I mean, collectively, we're getting more views than we were a month ago, which is great for me. But overall, I just feel like we just grasping at straws. Now, you do have some good content creators out here who covers Power Rangers. You got Brendan Mahia. He does a great job doing content, a great job. And his videos do get decent views. Not nothing I could probably live off of, but views nonetheless. And right now, it's just a slow period. I look at Deoxy. I was talking to Deoxy recently. He was like, yeah, man, like, have you seen the views? The views are abysmal these days. But Deoxy, a far much better content creator, and he does comics. So you have that. And then I see my man Este. Shout out to Este. And Este game one of the GOATs in Power Ranger content creation. Is it me or did he just slow up on uploads? I see an upload 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 5 months ago, but mostly I think Este is just putting out a high quality shorts. And to be fair, I don't even know if these are old shorts, new shorts. It could just be repurposed content, but he's putting out shorts. But the person who's consistently good, great reviews, great views is Connor the Waffle. He putting out some good content. He getting averaging like damn near almost 200K views on videos for some of them, almost 500,000 on Power Rangers Dino Charge. Maybe we'll watch it one day, but I was just like, I don't know. It was a slow Power Ranger news day. And I was like, well, is this the end of Power Rangers content? Is it time to pack it up? Is it time to move on to a new trending topic? Is it time to leave the Power Rangers alone, if you will? And after great thought and, going through it, I was like,
Nope.
No, no, I'm creative enough to generate content from content that's pre-existing, new takes, new avenues as we continue to grow. And there are other content that people are enjoying on the platform, and I'm trying it out. Like, so I'm doing different things, like movie reviews is a no-go, but I enjoy movies and I enjoy talking about movies. So, and some of you guys do too. That may be something. I know a lot of people seem to like when I do IRL streams, when I'm like, okay, guys, I'm here. And sometimes if I don't do an IRL stream, I'll post IRL where I'm at in the Discord server. Like, oh yeah, IRL. Hey, I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat party. Hey, I'm in Toronto. Hey, here I'm at Cedar Point. Hey, I'm at Chuck E. Cheese. Some of the random places that I go to. But is Power Rangers content dying? I mean, for the time being, it's tough. It's tough. Not too many good interviews out there, and people are pretty much saying like the same thing in all interviews. And it's not just me seeing it. You see it for the demand for Power Ranger content is just not there. It's mostly for nostalgia people, the 30, 35 and up gang. Most of my audience, my demographic is 30 and up. So there's that. But I'll be around. We'll still have Power Ranger content to cover. And we'll just be covering other things in the meantime, in between time, to fill the void, as we used to only upload one long form video per day. Look at where we're at now. Monetized on Facebook, uploading across all platforms, 2 different channels. It's a lot. YouTube made a way to buy views from ad promotion, and people like Connor pour money into that to stay relevant. Oh, I don't know about, I have no idea how he gets his views. I mean, I don't pay for views on this channel. There are some videos that do good, and then there are some videos that bomb. I just leave them up. Like if we go to my channel right now, right? Let's go see Henry Resilient clips. Let's see where we at. Where we at. So how are we doing in the last 7 days? Let's see some quick stats. Yikes. All right, let's see. Look at the upload frequency. 18 uploads per week, but the views are down 40%. I'm pretty sure in the last 7 days, we got 20,000 views in the last 7 days, or 19,000, but they're down 40%. I think I did have like a high performing video within these maybe like 2 weeks ago. I think, we were doing like Blake Foster or something. Shit was going up. It is what it is. But when you go to the video section and you look at the videos, you look at the views. Let's see. Jenny on 220. Who cares? That's experimental. Power Rangers promo 1K, which was, remember, that was the goal. 1K views per day. That was the goal. If I can get a video to get 1K views, I was happy. That was it. I was like, oh, I just need 1K a day. We still get 1K a day, but it's across maybe like 2 videos. Toy Story 5, 107 views. Like, oh shit. I mean, Austin, 800, 400, 882. Hey, it's going to be ups and downs with YouTube. And the beauty of me putting out so much content is sometimes these joints rise over time. So they may not start off hot, but then over time, they just keep creep. No one cared about me going to Canada. Maybe 100 people. And it's so funny because I remember that was like my goal back in the day. But you see, right, there's something that stands out right here. This video right here, this victim card decline. 1.3K. Nick Pallone video, 3.3K. It's like a constant reminder for me that there is so much more interest in Twitch drama than Power Ranger drama. But here I am covering Power Rangers. Maybe I'm addicted. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. But I feel like we do got a rock solid channel overall. Me and Aerostream talking 1.3K. All right, anyway, I'm yapping too much. You can get the sleeper videos to pop up. Yeah, sometimes they do. And the name of the game is put out content, get the views, see what happens. But ultimately what really you want to do, new people discovering your channel every day. So when new people discover the channel, what ends up happening is they start binging this shit hard. They like, oh shit, I didn't know any about this. And they message me and I'm like, oh yeah, welcome to the channel. Twitch drama is probably where it's at. Too many crazy people on there. Twitch drama is so lucrative. But anyway, what are we talking about today? Let's get to it. Let's go through the list. Seriously though, if you stop making Power Ranger content tomorrow, your other content will be just as great, if not better, and your fans will support you. Never be afraid to take a chance on a newer content. Well, there's a big YouTuber who gave me some advice. He said, look, if you want to grow, you got to switch what you cover. And you're going to lose 25% of your audience. when you switch. So like, imagine if I said, you know what, guys, I'm done covering Power Rangers. Never covering Power Rangers again. There will be never any more Power Ranger drama. I don't give two fucks what they doing. It ain't worth the 1,000 views I'm going to fucking get, or maybe 500. I would lose some people instantly. But over time, I may lose 25%. But over time, if I stick at it, all right, we're going to just switch to fucking Twitch drama and breaking news. Breaking news and Twitch drama. Then I'll gain more people in the long run. But I'm over here trying to serve like 3-4 different masters, if you will, and stay true to myself. That's what John Scott told me. I'm in a dead niche. Yeah, dog, Power Rangers is dead. I do it for the lows. But we covering Supergirl right now, so fuck all that shit. Anyway, I'm gonna try to capitalize on everyone shitting on Superwoman, Supergirl, and shit on Supergirl. That's what you do. I'm not going to see it. I'm not wasting my money. Why do movie reviewers all watch the same movie at the same time? It's like variety, but it's so much saturation. See, like, there we go, Pirate Bill. If I stop covering Power Rangers, Pirate Bill like, all right, Henry, we had a good run. It was a nice 3 years knowing you. Good luck on all your shit. You know? So here, I'll answer this question as someone who used to cover movie reviews. The first person who get the review out, get the views. And it's usually going to be your Jeremy Johns, who is going to get to every advanced screening. He's going to see it on Monday and drop a video the minute the review embargo lifts, which I believe it was like Wednesday at noon. So like when you get one of like the advanced screeners, they say, okay, hey, review embargo lifts at this date and this time. Jeremy Johns can't break that. If you break it, like if I was to break it, who fuck cares? I'll just never be invited again. But if he breaks it, now his credibility and people are going to be looking at him crazy. Like, how can you do it? Because the studios want the reviews to come out all at the same time. Unfortunately, it's out at 56% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, sure, you can say it's just the movie critics, but this means it's dead on arrival. 56% of the critics enjoyed the movie. All right. But you want to be out there first, get your review out. Jeremy Johns, I think, is already at 600,000 views. And he does it very strategically, where he makes it under 8 minutes. So people are more inclined to watch his because it's quick. Like, I don't think y'all know how it worked. Let me see.
I guess James Gunn didn't know that Supergirl was going to...
Look at this. 609K verified views in 11 hours. Ninja's cooking. He's cooking. Why is it under 8 minutes? You know it's not going to be fluff. And he does no fluff interviews anyway. No fluff reviews. It's always quick, straight to the point. He's not trying to extend it over 8 minutes so he can put in more ads. He's likely the number one review guy on the platform. So, resilient reviews. The problem is I can't make it out to movies, dog. Like, it's such a grind. Like, it's not for me. It's for the Jeremy Johns. No kids, no known partner. And he been doing it for forever. Like, you don't understand. You got to be at this premiere on that Monday at 7. And guess what? If you miss it, you miss it. Then you got to go around town to see if you can get to a different premiere that fits your schedule. And you want to get your shit out to drop when the review embargo lifts. But anyway, let's get to it. Right here. Supergirl may be dead on arrival. People are slamming it. Let's just go. If you don't know the central plot, we got Jeremy Johns here to give you the plot and just the plot just so people know what it's about.
James Gunn didn't know that Supergirl was going to be the next movie after Superman, but it was, quote, an incredible script. Really? This was an incredible script? So Supergirl is DC's follow-up to last year's Superman. Long story short, as we saw at the end of Superman, Kara likes to go out there to Red Sun solar system so she could get drunk. Then a forgettable bad guy poisons her dog with a dart. That same forgettable bad guy killed a family in which the surviving girl of that family is on a revenge quest to kill that super forgettable villain. The two of them are looking for the same person, this one for revenge, this one to get the antidote for her poisoned dog. They team up, they're on the adventure. That's the long story short.
I mean, look, I get it. Remember, John Wick was just about someone killing a dog. If you go back to the first John Wick, they killed this dog that set him off. So the plot is someone seeking revenge and antidote for the poisoned dog by a forgettable villain, which has been consistent across the board for most people who reviewed it.
Right out the gate, this movie does play up an angle that is... it's kind of a trope at this point. Put the cute dog in danger and now the audience is along for the ride. As for the rest of the movie, not gonna lie to you, it's a pretty generic, boring sci-fi mess. There is something compelling, even emotionally deep about the theme in here. Frustratingly, they don't stick the landing on it, but it's in here. As the conversation of Superman being basically comic book Jesus has been around for as long as I can remember, the story of the prodigal son here, or daughter, strictly speaking cousin, the prodigal out there running away, wasting their life, hopefully will then come back. It's deep, it's relevant, it's thematic, it's also buried under a ton of sci-fi nonsense, which I love sci-fi. I'm just saying when it feels uninspired, this.
So you have a uninspired movie with a sci-fi background. Now, I haven't seen it. I'm just going off of what Jeremy Johns is saying. Does this seem like a Supergirl film to you, or is it more like a Guardians of the Galaxy ensemble, if you will?
With some imaginative, inspired, creative cinema from some real up-and-comers. Supergirl, on the other hand, is big studio schlock that feels more AI than soul. So that's it. Boiled down, Supergirl's a generic sci-fi buddy fetch quest with bad lighting. Look at the end. I didn't hate the whole movie. Lobo was pretty fun. Jason Momoa as Lobo is the only thing that raises this movie up to being the kind of movie I'm not going to remember in T-1 day.
So it's a easily forgettable movie. I figured Jason Momoa would be the show, but
Williams in the what? In the
all the early reviews of this movie, they are killing it. They are killing it. So all these people who got these advanced screenings, they're getting their review out, and they like, oh, this is game over. The DCEU or DCU is done before it even started.
What in the hell was this? I just got back from watching the new Supergirl movie and wow, the DCU is already dead on arrival. Why are you making the Guardians of the Galaxy in the DC universe? This is supposed to be Supergirl. All you had to do was get the comic book and then copy the comic book. Why do we have Guardians of the Galaxy in the DC universe? And people are saying that Millie Alcock was the best part of this movie. And I'm like, what were you guys even watching? She was the worst person to cast as Supergirl. That's like getting Bella Ramsey to play Ellie Williams in The Last of Us. And then you have that pinhead villain, the most forgettable villain of all time.
This is the issue. If you want to make a good movie, have a compelling villain that people can relate to, that people can maybe understand his motives. But killing the family and poisoning the dog,
In superhero history, there was no point in having this villain in this movie, bro. I don't care if it was in the comic books. I do not care. The most forgettable villain of all time. And then you have Jason Momoa playing Lobo. This man is literally playing himself. The last time he actually acted was in Zack Snyder's Justice League as Aquaman. This man doesn't do anything else in any other movie. In Minecraft, it's the same old shit. And now he's doing it again, bro. In the last Fast and the Furious movie, he just played himself. My only positive about this movie is that it's 90 minutes. It ended, and thank God it ended, because this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. James Gunn said we're going to be building to something different. Bro, all you're doing is building to the MCU. That's all you're building to. You're building to another Guardians of the Galaxy.
worst movie he ever seen? Oof. God damn, man.
The DCU was supposed to be something different, but James Gunn clearly can't do anything besides Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's why Supergirl is going to be a complete flop, and that is why the DCU is in shambles.
Now, let's check out some of the reviews. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, 132 reviews are up. Millie Alcock and Jason Momoa shine in an intergalactic follow-up with the DCU. It visually captures a lot of the comic it's derived from and pulls at your heartstrings in ways you wouldn't think a superhero flick could. And on the opposite side, Alcock throws around medley of furrowed brows, sleepy glares, and insolent grins, much like my own teen daughter. Oh my Lord. While hinting at a soulfulness that the movie directed by Craig Gillespie is barely equipped to tap, Millie Alcock brings compelling humanity to Supergirl, even when the story lets her down. Supergirl is better than Supergirl. Woman of Tomorrow. I think she may be biased. I think Christy Petro may be biased. Coming after a studio-wide retcon and following DC Studios' previous flick being almost subversive and transgressive by not being a apolitical, grim, dark melodrama about trauma, Supergirl feels like a so-so stowaway from a different DC universe. Damn, they killing it. They killing it. I mean, you got some support. 2026's disjointed Supergirl isn't as entertaining as 2025 Superman. Naturally, people are going to compare it to Superman. I just don't see how they don't. I mean, Variety murdered it. Supergirl is super horrendous, a comic book movie with the worst script I can remember. Oh my God. James Gunn said he wasn't going into production on any movie until the script was rock solid. For that was the overriding problem with the superhero overkill era. The film had a lousy script, which served as grid for layering visual effects. Gunn was right to want to take the comic book genre back to the basics of well-structured screenwriting. So what has he done in his second DC outing? He's given us a comic book movie with the worst script I can remember. God damn. Variety gave bad reviews to Sinners. I mean, a broken clock can be right twice a day. Supergirl review. Millie Alcock takes charge in a dystopian superhero movie so flat it's super horrendous. God damn, Variety is slamming it. And this guy, I guess he's doubling back to say this is the end of James Gunn's career.
What in the hell was that? So apparently Supergirl just ended the career of James Gunn. Wow. Wow! Supergirl was just literally Star-Lord the entire time. The coat, the headphones, the whole aesthetic. James Gunn can't do anything different but...
Wow. Wow, what a comparison. Not she's Star-Lord. This dude is a massive Snyder Glazer. Bro, he has been doing this since the Creature Commands. Okay, well, Avis must be familiar with this guy. You always got that Snyderverse Gun thing going on.
Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's why this movie just ended this man's career. For almost 2 hours, Supergirl was getting battered. She's supposed to be super. That's why her name is Supergirl, and she's getting destroyed the entire movie. We don't want to see Supergirl getting beat up, bloodied on the floor. She's Supergirl. Like, what are we even doing? And then you have Jason Momoa's Lobo that has to come and save Supergirl. Jason Momoa has to quit acting because this role was literally just him playing himself. That's it. He doesn't do anything anymore. And the suit, she only wears the suit for 15 minutes of the entire movie. You paid full price tickets to see Supergirl, and all you got was 15 minutes, bro. That's all you got. This was absolutely insane. The whole movie is Supergirl trying to get an antidote to save Krypto. This is absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, not the world in danger. Not like if this villain wins, humanity is done. Gotta save the dog. I mean, how much is a new dog? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There was no post-credit scene, no end-credit scene. James Gunn could have at least given us that to look forward to something in the DCU, but no, it was.
So here's the thing, right? So this guy didn't read the comic. Why should we care? Well, what about the millions of people that's about to go see this movie, Arrow? I didn't read the comic. I just want a good movie. I can give two shits if it's close to the comic or mirrors the comic. Will I be entertained for 90 minutes? Will I leave the movie like, yeah, Arrow, you need to go see this shit? He should cry harder. Arrow, did you see it yet?
Just darkness like the entirety of the DCU. We're 2 movies into this new DC universe, and James Gunn just killed the universe in 2 movies. Superman underperformed. Supergirl is tracking to make less than The Flash. And mind you, The Flash was actually a great movie, and it deserved better.
Flash was actually good, man. I'm not gonna front. It was good. It just all the drama surrounding the Flash movie killed the Flash movie.
This is why James Gunn shouldn't be the head of this new DCU, and that is why the DCU is in shambles.
No, but I don't listen to reviewers. Okay, well, I proceed with caution. I would never watch Sinners. If I did, I would never watch Sinners. See, I mean, I listen to reviewers, but at the same time, there's certain movies I got to see for myself. Right? Like Supergirl, I'm gonna see it eventually. I'm just not gonna pay to go see it because the reviews are overwhelmingly bad. I could see if Supergirl had overwhelmingly positive reviews, and I'm like, oh, it's overwhelmingly positive reviews. All right, chances are I might go see it. But when it's like overwhelmingly bad out the gate, I'll see if the popcorn meter, which the regular people like you and I go see it, if they put their 2 cents into it and say, oh no, it's actually good, then maybe. But I got a feeling the tomato meter may be right on this one. But let me know what you think in the comments section. Is Supergirl dead on arrival? See you next video. Peace. Now, because I just covered this, I need to get this shit out like ASAP. I need to put this shit out like at midnight. I need to upload it right now so it can go live at midnight. And because by the time when I put it to go live, like tomorrow at like 2 p.m., people gonna be like, man, fuck you, hear me? What we doing all that for? That's just sometimes the nature of the beast. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't know. What is, oh, are y'all funny? When was this at? 11:19 p.m. What is this? Please accept this letter if you decide to stop covering Power Rangers content. What the hell is this? Oh my Lord. My mods are quitting on me. Shay's quitting. All right, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. It's been a long time coming. My little cheerleader's out. What'd she say? I'm not gonna clip this. This is funny. Tell me one superhero female movie that got a decent review. You got the Snyder riots, hating typical. Scarlett Johansson's movie. The whatever I don't even know her name. It was good. I enjoyed it. The first Wonder Woman. I enjoyed that too. Now you got me going down the rabbit hole. Wonder Woman 2017. Was it 2017 Rotten Tomatoes? It probably got good reviews. I saw it. I think I saw it in theaters at that. Let's see. There you go, Arrow. 93% for critics, 83% for regular Joes. Boom, take it. Say that shit again. Black Widow got mid review. There you go. I just did it. I said Wonder Woman. Tell me a super female movie that got a decent review. You got the plus Snyder writers hating typical BS. All right. Well, what you got to say to Wonder Woman shit? You got nothing. You got nothing. All right, let's get back to Cayenne's bullshit. Let's see what she wrote. I'm not going to clip it, but it would be funny to clip. Oh, my Lord. Dear Henry Resilient, please accept this letter as my official 2-week notice if you decide to stop covering Power Rangers content. Power Rangers is what brought so many of us together. No, I got to clip this shit. At least make it a short for the lows. I recently teased the idea of me not covering Power Rangers content. And one of my top mods, Cayenne, you may know her as my little cheerleader.
Cayenne, his little cheerleader, who used to fall asleep in the voice chat. You got a whole ass husband.
Threatening to not do moderation for me. She threatened to quit. She says, Dear Henry Resilient, please accept this letter as my official 2 weeks notice. If you decide to stop covering Power Ranger content, Power Rangers is what brought so many of us together and is what made your channel special. If you choose to move away from it, I will be retiring from moderating your YouTube channel and Discord server. I truly enjoyed my time as moderator and being part of this community. I also want to acknowledge the extra effort I've put in defending your...
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I also want to acknowledge the extra effort I put in defending your hairline from troll mods who constantly try to clown you. I've had your back through all of it, even when it got tiring. If Power Rangers is no longer the focus, it's time for me to step back and focus on what I enjoy. My last day will be 2 weeks from the day, after which I will be stepping down from all moderator duties. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this community. I wish you all the best in whatever direction you choose to go. Sincerely, Cayenne Pepper. This is crazy, dog. I didn't even know it was that deep. I would never troll you. I don't even know, man. This is crazy, man. It's like I'm held hostage. They holding me back. Mod's like, look, you can do whatever you want, but you're going to have to do it without me because I quit this bitch. Like, God damn, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Should I stop covering Power Ranger content or should I keep going? Let me know in the comment section. See you in the next short. Peace. Bro. All right, that's it short. That short's done. All right, we got to get to the real content though. Like, we can't be up here like I'm bullshitting too much already. We've been over here. All right, so Legend of the White Dragon, whatever this chick's name is, Rachel Brooke. She's in Legend of the White Dragon for like, I don't know. Rachel Brooke. Please don't be a prawn star. It's like, this is not Rachel Brooke. This is how you know you like need to up the game a little bit. If I Google you and nothing pop up, we got some problems. All right, there we go. All right, cute girl. Cute girl. Rachel Brooke out here. Got the body, yada, yada. She started talking about her husband and shit, and I was just like, you lost me. You lost me. I don't care about your husband and y'all relationship content and whatever fucking trauma, relationship trauma that y'all want to cover and shit. I nominate Megan Pink Spandex. Is this Paul? Is this like the Paul or another Paul? I haven't spoke to Megan in a minute. She'd be in my she'd be around though. Give Shay whatever she wants. You know, I'm tired of giving women what they want, man. All I do is give women what they want. When are women gonna give me what I want? When they gonna give me what I want? You know, all my life I just been giving women what they want. They just been using me, taking advantage of me. And then now, not the Paul, okay? I don't care. Shay hasn't been your little cheerleader in a long time. Oh my God. She graduated from Hunter Dino Face Academy. All right, let me start reading chat because y'all fucking slow me down. All right, here's the thing, right? We got to cover Black Boy Max.
Appreciate you, buddy.
I just have to, man. But I mean, I'd love to have more Pink Ranger in my server. Time to take that mod spot. Zoe, I was just texting you today. All right, I'm about to leak our DMs. I know, what time is it over there? It's like 11:30 in the morning and shit. She like top of the morning. I was actually talking to Zoe today. Where's our DMs? Here we go, Zoe. Now, I remember I was supposed to cover some shit about spiders a long time ago. And I was like, well, if I see you in the server, I got you. Like, let's just do this shit. Only because Zoe up in here, man. Shout out to Zoe. This is the type of stuff I'll be sending her. Or vice versa. Like, this is the type of shit they have in Australia. They like, oh, I think she's like, oh, that's just a normal spider. What are you on about? And then she sent me this. She sent me like what they learn about spiders. I was like, what the fuck? Like, bro, if this shit crawl on me, I'm dead. Oh my God.
I might need some help here.
You see this shit? Hell no, dog. Yo, this shit's on me, I'd probably die. I'm like, oh, hey, take me now, Lord. Hell no.
Where's it gone now?
Like, what the fuck? I remember we were talking. She was like, oh, that's just a wolf spider. Yeah, I just shoo him out the house and shit. I was like, what the, Zoe, you cannot be living your life like this. Like, there is a Australian school of survival, right? She was like, you have to like know this. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean I have to know this? Right here, she's sending me shit like this.
You to have a think about your future with me. I will have no hesitation in saying, just want you to know that. Get out. One thing that I like to do from time to time is I just perform for the kids.
So kids have to learn at a young age about spiders and shit. I was like, Zoe, you still here? She probably left. She probably typed that. I was like, yeah, I'm in and out. I was just like, what the fuck is this? And where was you got fucking kangaroos fighting, and this is what I sent her today. But I'm gonna show you what I sent her today, then we'll get to the content, I promise. I know I've been bullshitting, but like, what the hell is this? Just right here, guys. Whoa. Like, what the fuck?
Boys.
Oh my God.
That is a rat.
Now, I don't care what this ninja's saying, but I was talking to Zoe about it. She was like, what'd she say? They're fighting over territory or a lady rule. Not normally in people's verandas unless they live in rural. I don't know what verandas is, but shout out to Zoe. Anyway, all right, let's get to the content. We cover Supergirl, which is fucking great. I have to cover Jelly Roll because this shit is actually doing good on the Clips channel. Then we'll just do all Power Rangers content. We got 2 interviews to cover. I really wanted to cover more, but like, what is this? I'm reading what people are saying. Y'all are stupid. It's like 2 interviews I wanted to cover, but we may only get to 1. Fuck it, we might get to 2. We might get to 2, but we have to cover 1. I have to do this Jelly Roll story because I need content for the other channel. All right. Australia's got kangaroo. A kangaroo bird that will kick your ass into the afterlife? Are you fucking shitting me? There's a kangaroo bird in Australia? You lying, right? You gotta be lying. I'm curious. Kangaroo bird? Things you see in Australia? I'm over here looking. There are no birds actually named kangaroo. Okay, there's no kangaroo birds. All right. And look, Zoe is here. She like LOL. Hey, bro. All right, whatever. Got to do Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll would be like quick. It'll be like 8 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. Oh shit! Turn the lights off. All right. Yes, I'm serious. The bird is Chuck Norris' disciple. She said, nah, magpies and cassowaries, dog. Zoe, I am not fucking with. Cassowaries are dinosaurs. I don't care. Bro, we can't be going down this Jelly Roll divorce. We cannot be going down the whatchamacallit. All right, I just got to get better at stop bullshitting. All right, stop bullshitting, dog. I sent you a vid. On what platform? Oh, man punches kangaroo in the face to rescue his dog. Oh, yeah, I saw it. I saw that video. Viral hog. Yeah. All right, we got to go. All right. Give me a second because I got to do this shit right. All right. Do me a favor, like the stream. Most people are already familiar that Jelly Roll and Bunny XO are getting a divorce, but she seems to be taking it quite well, or at least on the surface. This is what she had to say.
My husband is ready to date.
He is rearing and ready to go. He's all hopped up on testosterone, let me tell you. And he's ready to go. So he's even started dating, which is great. I love that. So his DMs are open. Go to freaking his Instagram, JellyRoll615, if you don't know, and go send that a DM. Like, you guys, don't be scared. Everybody go hit him up. Shoot like, your shot. Shoot your shot. Make it good. Shoot your shot. I will be the ex-wife, okay? And we'll have a great time.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare that a ex-wife is so supportive of her soon-to-be ex-husband dating, but there is somebody out there, Jelly Roll, I mean, Bubba the Love Sponge, who's like, look, he's about to bust this wide open because if you guys remember, they're supposed to have a baby on the way. How's that going to work if they're dating? Is it going to be through artificial insemination? Here's this clip to just kind of remind you.
I think she knows how to work what people want to hear. And that's a damsel in distress. Woe's me. I'm still sad. I love my husband. We're still going to have a, and in this particular instance, she talks about how they're going to still have a baby. Now listen.
Why?
As much as you guys started from white trash and then became multimillionaires,
They're going to stay it.
now you're getting back to the white trash deal. People having a baby that are not going to be together.
I became a shell of the person I was because, I'm doing these IVF journeys. I'm fighting hard just to, be able to produce enough eggs to, make a baby with my husband.
And here's what they do, Gina. Say,
I mean, because she's pretty old, right? Ain't she like 50 years old? I mean, having a baby at 50 is crazy. But at the same time, if I am him, you got to be thinking about the implications of potentially paying child support because Jelly Roll is not young either. Like Jelly Roll's age, he is 41 years old. They have a baby. He's going to be paying child support till he's damn near 60.
harvest the eggs out of the woman, and then they take the sperm of the guy and they make it in a petri dish. And then a lot of times they'll either implant it into Bunny or the woman, or they'll put it into another woman to carry it. And so that, the bunny and the woman that doesn't get fat and have to go through the pregnancy stuff.
They 100% going to use a surrogate though, right? She not about to be carrying a baby at her age, because I believe she's older than him.
That's how things work.
That's like a surgical deal?
Surrogate.
Oh,
it's a surgical deal. It's kind of.
especially at my age.
She's 46 years old.
Jay, you know, he's going to kill me for this, but had low sperm count, and he had to get on a bunch of hormones and a whole bunch of medication, which turned him into a freaking nightmare to be around also. And, you know, we're both on hormones. We're both, you know,
white trash. We're both on hormones. We're both white trash. And
why is she putting this business out there? Like he has low sperm count. She just thought that like, hey, I'll just put that out there. But there's a deeper issue. All right. Because there's rumored to be another woman in the picture that may be the cause of the divorce.
Roll story.
Oh, yeah.
There's this chick that's named Nicole Arbor, and she's claiming to have done some threesomes with Jelly and Bunny, and then she like starts dating one of Jelly Roll's friends, Ryan Upchurch, and she, I guess, supposedly was blasting him a little bit, and then I think maybe Jelly Roll may have cheated on her with her, and then he was going to pay her off, and Bunny stepped in and says, we're not paying her off. Screw that bitch. And so like there's a lot of that. And this is what nobody's telling you. Like, they're not telling you this side of the story. They're covering, you know, the Jelly Roll's now dating somebody and we're going to be best friends forever and all this kind of stuff. The warm and fuzzy peripheral stuff. Nobody's really covering this deep down darkness. And we got an email about what, maybe 6 weeks ago that this was coming?
Yeah.
We got a guy that lives in Nashville and he's Bubba Army and he's like, listen, nobody understands, but this Nicole Arbor situation and Jelly Roll is trying to cover this Upchurch's ass and try to pay this chick off. And do you think there's a chance that America flips on Jelly Roll?
I don't think America's going to flip on Jelly Roll because he has such a great story. He has such a great journey. But the woman, she actually responded. She's like, look, man, everything that the Bubba Army is saying, she's like, nah, this shit couldn't be further from the truth. I'm like, oh, well, let's hear it out.
Part of this in some way, shape, or form. We've been told from.
So she says, I never said any of that and it never happened. This is complete BS. This is complete BS happened. This is complete BS. So Nicole Arbor is denying the claims that Bubba Love Sponge is making.
In some way, shape, or form. We've been told from the little bit of sources we have that are somewhat close to this that potentially she might have hooked up with Bunny and Jelly Roll. That now seems to be not the case. And she has reached out to Lummy full hot, wanting to, telling me to take my stuff down, things like that. And Nicole, I don't think you fundamentally understand that I'm on your team with this. I think Bunny and Jelly Roll are a bunch of fake Christians that have absolutely cashed in on the fact that they're these very religious, you know, going to church type people, and he was an ex-convict and dealt drugs, and she was an ex-escort and in the sex business, and they found each other, and she saved him, and I don't believe any of their nonsense.
He's not the only person. Jelly Roll and Bunny have been accused of grifting religion for profit, for gain, for popularity. And there's a clip that I'm going to show you next that kind of like leans a little bit further into that.
And I've never been a big fan. Quite frankly, I'm jelly rolled out. And so when we had heard and we'd read and had gotten a couple emails from people that supposedly knew about you being involved in this, I really don't know how you're involved. And if you take what I said disrespectfully, please don't.
Well, what happened too is, and I tried to explain it to her, when you played this the first time, you were all about her side. Then we started receiving information from sources that we've had in the past about it that had said that we shouldn't be taking her side, and then gave us all this other information. So we just reported on that information on both sides. So we were trying to be fair. Obviously, to that point, even though we don't like Jelly Roll and Bunny, now the sources that we're getting that are close to that party are saying that. So who don't know what's going on, we report on what we're getting from our sources.
Look, man, everyone's speculating, right? Because the story of them breaking up and having a baby it sounds so far-fetched. It could be true, could not be true. And when you get conflicting information, they're like, well, look, according to this source, this is what's going on. but I would love to see this Nicole Arbor, instead of making a post about it, speak to it.
Would love to apologize to you for whatever I've said that you've said that I've been incorrect about. I'm not going to take down necessarily anything until you prove me wrong otherwise, but I'd much rather have you come on. I apologize to you. Say, hey, Nicole, set me straight. What part of it did I get wrong? What's the truth? Where do you stand? How is this all going to shake out? I think you're a great person. I think you're very talented, and I think that they've blackballed you, and they're going to continue to put whatever kind of heat they can on you to continue to blackball you and stifle your career. I know for a fact, if you do any research about me, Nicole, I'm very blackballed. I pissed off the wrong people. I'm the bad guy. I've had to go and carve out a digital space because I used to have, 31 affiliates collectively, probably at any one time. I think the most I ever had at one time might have been 15. Whatever I got wrong, I will gladly correct. I'd love to have you on the air.
And we love Canadians.
Yeah, they're not going to get her on air. But the clip of the people calling Jelly Roll out, right, is right here. Right.
Much work and help. Just like Jeffrey Epstein, Ryan Upchurch has Jelly Roll and his wife to handle his dirty work. We're calling it Operation Infiltration. We're going to take over. We're going to get a building down there. We're going to take over. We got one of us there. Jelly hadn't changed. Send me that screenshot. Let my wife nip that bitch in the ass, dog. My wife is a fucking savage gangster bitch that sold pussy, dude. She will clear somebody.
You helped him set up a house, a home, so his daughter could live safely and well. And you must have said to yourself, I am doing everything for Jelly Roll possible, and he's still betraying me. Do you carry a sense of, I love him, but I can never fully trust him?
I want to be clear. When we went through that entire situation, I had to look inside myself also and be like, why am I attracting these men? Because this seems to be a huge pattern in my life. And I needed to look at the baggage that I brought in from that abusive relationship. And not that I'm making excuses for him, but most of the time when men cheat, women want to point the finger. They just want to be like, it's your fault. You did this. I'm perfect. And I didn't want to do that. I was like, I really love this man. And I know that I thank God for second chances because I am a second chance. I'm actually probably a 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th chance.
Wow, man. I mean, look, religion is a hustle, man. Now, I'm sure some people actually practice their faith and believe in their faith and they lead by their faith. But just for those people, there are also people who use faith as a hustle. They use faith as a shield. Hey, it generates money. Look at all these prosperity preachers. Not saying that they're doing that necessarily, but it wouldn't be too far-fetched.
And
Right.
I feel like they don't deserve third chances, but they do deserve a second chance.
I don't ever want anybody to think that I glamorize that lifestyle. So it's like I never want to talk down about being in sex work, but at the same time, it was a means to an end, and I was in survival mode. It's not a lifestyle that everybody should be in, and it's not something that I ever want to glamorize. I don't ever want a little girl to read my book and think like, oh, well, Bunny did it, so I should do it. No, don't do it.
Even when you met Jelly, you were an escort.
Yes.
And you went on tour and you were still working, right? So explain to me how that happened and how it worked.
Yeah, my husband, a lot of people do not understand our relationship.
I mean, you meet me as an escort and you're still escorting. So was Jelly Roll a client at first?
And my husband saved me because he let me be myself. He never tried to save me. He never tried to come in and be like, you can't do this. You need to change who you are. He always just loved me where I was at.
I mean, because he had no leverage. I mean, he overshot, right? I mean, he's like this. He was broke at the time, dating someone out of his range, and he got to take what he can get. But now he done lost weight, got his money up. He like, yeah, we gotta do something different. He already cheated on her once, so he know what's out there. But now he like, he like what, 100 pounds lighter?
And the way that he loved me made me want to change for him. It was wild in the beginning. You know, he would be on tour and I would book dates while he was on the road. And he just always respected what I did as a hustler, and I always respected what he did, and we both have never tried to change each other. So.
Yes, babe. Yes, please continue to escort while I'm on the road. Continue to book dates. Yes, babe. I'm not gonna stop it because I'm sure on the road. Remember, he already
For that, I'm thankful,
cheated.
But sometimes I look back on that and I'm like, nobody's gonna understand this.
So, like the people in this post, it was like, look, man, I've been following this story since the video surfaced of Ryan Upchurch. He's explained a lot on TikTok about what's going on in country music. Jelly Roll comes off as an Erica Kirk type who hides behind Christian faith to manipulate people for power. He met Bonnie XL as a sex worker, and the way he describes her in videos, it sounds like he's always treated her as such. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. You're like, oh yeah, she's still a sex worker to me. She continued working as a sex worker at the beginning of their relationship, paid off his legal fees, and it helped him get custody of his daughter. He was so broke, he was living in his car, and his criminal past is unbelievable. So when he was down and out, she was out there. She was out there.
When I start selling pussy.
Woo! This is some story. The way he talks sounds like a woman who has been manipulated, and like the way she talks sounds like a woman who has manipulated and could never see through it. They even had an open marriage after he cheated on her, and it didn't sound like she wanted it. I believe their divorce was due to him cheating on her again. She's leaving plenty of clues and has always said he would not get a third chance. Wow. The way he portrays himself to the public using God and Bible verses is disgusting. I mean, you know, thou shalt not, commit adultery? He closed his bar in Nashville that was riddled with scandals and sounds like he was trying to build a group to take over country music. His first tour stop was Palm Beach, Florida, and Ivanka Trump attended. Isn't it interesting that Nicole Arbor described him as Jeffrey Epstein? We need to keep an eye on Jelly Roll and why his rise to fame. In his rise to fame, he's became a Christian and has been using that to manipulate his audience. Let's not forget he was awarded a Grammy this year. Allegedly, my opinion from Honest Ash. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Could he be pimping the Lord for money? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Peace. All right, cool. Let's get to the Legend of the White Dragon shit. All right. Legend of the White Dragon. We actually got a Rachel Brooke interview. And I got like some timestamps. We don't have to watch all of it. What is this? I still ain't get to what I want to get to. Pissed off about it. Out and out. What is this? As a man, you always got to catch up on. Oh, dog, man. I mean, look, this is what happens, right? When women lose weight, they're going to leave their husband, dog. Oh, in case you want to save some credits, hey, thanks. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I do. Hey, way to contribute. Yeah. Thank you. Supergirl is trash. Have you seen the Kamen Rider? No, I haven't seen Kamen Rider, dog. MMPR, nothing at all. When a woman loses weight, they gonna leave their husband. They gonna leave their boyfriend. It's just, you know why? Because maybe they were settling, right? Maybe they settled for their husband. Maybe they thought, "Oh, that's all I can get because it's my husband." Interesting. Yeah. So when they get that new body, guess what they doing? They get new attention and shit, dog. They got new men looking at them different. And that shit that's a drug. That's a drug. You're like, wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, new people looking at you different. You're like, oh shit, what am I do? What you want to do, right? You a woman, you lost a gang of weight, and now attractive men are hitting on you. Not just out of shape men, attractive ones that look better than your husband. And maybe, you know what I'm saying? What we say right here?
Do you have the stomach to watch a girl that you really love? Do you have the stomach to watch some motherfucker that got more money than you, that's more handsome than you, that's built more better than you? Fuck your bitch for a fee.
So what are you gonna do? Your wife then leveled up, and you still, you a ninja, you out of shape. You like, damn, baby, you looking good and shit. She like, I am looking good. What are you doing? I got this ninja in my DMs talking about how you want to change my life. He said he gonna change my life and shit. What are you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? I mean, it go both ways. A man lose a bunch of weight, he's getting rid of his wife. Or cheating on the lowest of ends. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just step out real quick. I've seen it. I remember I was dating a girl. When was I? Well, I say it was dating. Okay, something like that. And she was like, "Look, I'm about to lose a gang of weight." I was like, "Well, you already look pretty good right now, or whatever." She's like, "Nah, I don't like it." All right, whatever. Do you? She lost a ton of weight. She looked even better than when I was messing with her or whatever. And I'd be like, God damn. God damn. I'm like, no, I'm trying to hit that. Trying to hit that. I'm trying to hit the new her, see what it's like. I was talking to her at some point. She was like, yeah, I'm riding dick more now. I'm like, oh shit. Can I get a ride? All right, dog. I'm done. But this is real life. This is real life. I'd be like, oh shit, real rap. Oh man. Anyway, man. Shout out all the people leveling up and shit, man. Legend of the White Dragon was worse than Supergirl. Did you see it? Legacy of Nerd will probably call Aaron in Legend of the White Dragon perfect. Bro. He has to, man. It's the game, dog. Like some people you just like he's become what's my man name? Chris Stuckman. He has to because he wants to like it's a fine line, right? If you want to host conventions and be at the comics on the weekend, you can't be critical of big projects because what if they was like, oh, we saw your review of Supergirl. We want you to host a Supergirl panel. You like, fuck yeah. But if you shit on the movie, guess what? They gonna see that shit. They're gonna be like, nah, you can't host a Supergirl panel. Me, it's just like when you like, I have no aspirations of going to conventions, making content, or interviewing celebrities or semi-celebrities in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It does not appeal to me. It does not align with any of my goals that I have set for myself. It conflicts heavily with my parenting schedule. And I'm just not interested in traveling places on the weekend to do that shit. The 20 minutes of, it was a dumpster fire. Okay, whatever. So you have that. It's just, sadly, that's the reason why people refuse to be honest. They lie for a living. Yeah, or just omit their true feelings. Like, he has to, every movie he sees is going to be good. Unless it's critically acclaimed bad. And even then, it's just, you kind of know what to expect with certain people. That's why you go to a person like Jeremy Jahns, because guess what? He don't give two fucks about appeasing any director, hosting any panels. He's not compromised. Legacy of Nerd is compromised. Is what it is. So when Legend of the White Dragon comes out and he tries to fucking cape for Aaron, make sure y'all fucking screen record that shit. Make sure you get it because that shit's a fucking dumpster fire. All right, let's go. We'll talk about that in a minute. Legend of the White Dragon still has no new trailer. There's no new updates from Aaron Schonke. The only thing we know is that they're a sponsor for Power Morphicon. There's going to be a panel there. But at the same time, Aaron is real cool with Scott Zillner. So is this Scott just basically doing one last favor for Jason David Frank in his passing? Well, Rachel Brooke Smith, who's in the Dumpster Fire Legend of the White Dragon, was on the Power Rangers playback in one of their infamous live streams. Now, fair use, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to get to the nitty gritty. But she comes out with all of the talking points in which you would expect Aaron to say, just delivered through her like she's a little puppet. But let's you hear it and make it of it what you think.
Thanks for having me, you guys. I just love you both, and I'm so excited to be here today.
Thank you so much for your time. We're excited that Legend of the White Dragon is finally going to be coming out. It's been a long time coming.
I know. Oh my gosh, you're telling me.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
What is it? You filmed it, 5 years ago now?
Yeah, I mean, there's two different parts, but yeah, we started in 5 years ago, and then also we filmed again. And I think the biggest thing that I would love to tell fans is, it takes, and I know you guys know, it can take so long to take a movie. Like Rocky took 9 years. Like great films sometimes take a lot of time, especially if they're independent films. And this one was that, and especially with what happened during filming, I just hope that I know a lot of fans have gotten really frustrated because it's been so long, and I get it. It's hard on us too. Trust me, I want it out more than anybody. But it really is like, yeah, you get one shot at a movie. Like once it's out, it's out. You can't take it back. You can't redo it. You can't be like, oh, sorry guys, we're going to change some things and put it out again. Like it's done forever. And so, I think it's really important that people recognize that, and that everyone, especially on the White Dragon team, has worked so hard to make this something so, so good. And especially that JDF would be so proud of.
I mean, this sounds good, but this is the same thing that Aaron would say. Is just her delivering it. And keep in mind, it's actually going to come up during this interview that they were finished shooting at one point and he just wasn't there for reshoots. I think the biggest delay is you had Aaron running the project who don't got much experience or any experience doing any type of movie. So there's that. But I know like Catherine Sutherland is about to cover for her so hard when she says this one line, and I think people are going to catch on to it.
Yeah, and that was the thing too. I know with independent films that people don't understand is there's pickup shots and there's like things like you might have missed in filming because the pace is so much faster in an independent film. And so when Jason, even though primary filming had been done when Jason passed, there was a lot of gaps that needed to be filled, and that was a lot on the producers and the director to try and fill those gaps and make it work.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's funny because, when I look at this ensemble, especially like Catherine and Nakia, these are the same people who are part of the order cleanup crew. What do I mean by the order cleanup crew? When the whole debacle happened with the order, you saw Nakia and you saw Catherine trying to sweep as much as they could under the rug and dodge any ounce of accountability. So when she says people can be cruel, I don't even think, right now she's sweeping. She got to sweep for them because sure, a lot of people want Legend of the White Dragon to be good, but they're overlooking, right? All of the fans who donated to the movie who are promised digital copies and Blu-rays, they're now about to say, can you please go to the movie and support the movie so it could be in more markets. It's so disingenuous that it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, why should people pay twice for a movie that they already paid for once? That's what gets me. And that's what pisses me off. That's what pisses fans off. But they want to act like that is not the case. Let's let her continue.
Especially in a process where people are grieving, and it's really hard to, especially I just have so much respect for Aaron, who directed this. He was best friends with JDF, and to have to, I think so many other people honestly wouldn't have been able, like it would just been too much. It would just be like, I can't do it, I can't finish it. But he kept going, and despite even really mean things that people were saying to him, continue to say to him, he just is like, they'll see it, they'll know it when it comes out, and hopefully they'll be happy when it comes out. And so, yeah, I just think it's a lot of
mean things to him. This guy is literally actively blocking people who just ask for updates on the movies. And they're saying it's mean. Oh my Lord. People are calling them scammers for sure because they feel scammed. Imagine if you pay for a product and they say, hey guys, I just want to let you know that product that you pay for, can you pay again for it so we could try to make some money off of it? I know it's promised to you. Well, when you going to get it? Well, I don't know when you're going to get the product you pay for, but it'll really mean a lot to us if you go to the movie theater and you pay to see it like Jason wanted.
A lot of resilience, a lot of persistence, a lot of how do we figure this out? Because most of the time when you do reshoots, you have the main cast person to do that, right? But we didn't have that. And so really having to, and especially because it was, it's his last film and wanting to make it the biggest and the best it can possibly be, having to, bigger producers came on board and were like, hey, if you want to compete with the big guys, if you want to make this great, you got to change these storylines so that people care about what's going on more around Jason's character. So anyways, I think.
Why wasn't the storyline already centered around Jason's character? One, I already know it's not centered around Jason's character. It's centered around Aaron's character. And I think anyone who says otherwise is being disingenuous or they're jaded just by the fact that Jason's in the movie, because this movie is 100% about Aaron Schonke's revenge against Jason. That's just what it is. Anyone who's likely seen it is yeah, it kind of is centered around that. And the excuse is going to be, well, he wasn't there for reshoots. Well, why'd you cut out Miss Mabel?
Yeah.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's the big shoes he had to try and step into with that. I can't imagine. And the online community can be so cruel when they don't even know all the ins and outs.
Wait, what are you on about, Catherine? The online community can be so cruel. Let's let her say that one more time.
Care about what's going on more around Jason's character. So anyways, I think there's a lot to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. That's the big shoes he had to try and step into with that. I can't imagine. And the online community can be so cruel when they don't even know all the ins and outs of everything. That's really hard.
I don't think they know, or either they don't know or they don't want to acknowledge me all the problems that have plagued this Legend of the White Dragon launch. They don't want to acknowledge that people who pay for Blu-rays aren't going to get their Blu-rays, not in 2026. They're not going to acknowledge that Aaron said you would get a new trailer and there's no trailer. They're not going to acknowledge that there's no premiere date for the fans who paid for the premiere. They're going to just try to use all this flowery language, make Aaron to seem like the victim in this whole thing, and people just don't know. I just can't do it. I mean, remember, keep in mind, this is the same team that promised you guys the order. Especially, sure, they could say Karen was behind it, but when that shit went belly up, who'd you see? You saw Nakia, you saw Catherine.
You have to have thick skin, you know?
Have to change. I would imagine that the story had to change some from what it originally was. And I don't know how much you can talk about it, but I know that, people have asked us, and we're not even a part of the project, when is it going to come out? But I think this is good, giving some insight on how long the process, not only because it's an independent film, but when you have a net and you have to change, because I know that Jason, when he was speaking to us, he planned on making these sequels and trilogies and all of that. And with his death, that kind of changed everything. So did the story have to change drastically because of the death, or was there a way to kind of keep it together and just make some minor changes, if without giving too much away?
Good question, but I feel like it's a gimme. I feel like this sets up, we had to pivot once Jason passed. I know he said the movie was done. I know he did that, guys, but we really had to pivot and make sure people know. Let's hear what she has to say.
Yeah, I think that's the best person to ask would be Aaron. I think that would be the best person to ask that question to. But definitely, I think what I would love people to know is that it's better. Like the original story and with the things that needed to get changed. I know, at least from my character's perspective, I think to make a film great, you have to care about all the characters and what happens to them, obviously, especially the main character, but so much of what makes you care about characters is the setup of the story, right? And like all the different pieces and what happens to the people around, obviously JDF's character, to make everything that that we already filmed even better. And so I know, I have not got to see the final film yet. I know that
she didn't even see the final film. What the fuck is she talking about? Stop the interview right there. Stop it right there. How do you know the film is honoring Jason if you didn't even see it? How did I miss this in my first walkthrough? You didn't see the final film? What?
Is the setup of the story, right? And like all the different pieces and what happens to the people around, obviously JDF's character, to make everything that that we already filmed even better.
No one cares about her in the film. I promise you that. I promise when you see it, she's forgettable. She is the Karen Ashley of Legend of the White Dragon.
And so I know, I have not got to see the final film yet. I know that Jenna has, and I've talked to her.
How do you know you wasn't even cut out of most of the movie if you haven't even seen the final film? How do you know your role wasn't shrunken down? How do you know people will even care about your character if you haven't seen the final film? How did anyone in their audience pick up on this? Because I wasn't watching the chat or anything, but like, this is like, we got to do better, right? We got to do better. Don't you live in California? You know why she didn't see it? Because Aaron is like, you got to come to the house. You got to take a picture with me. You got to tell me how much you love it. You have to tweet about it and say how good it is. You have to say how much it honors Jason. That, if you want to see the film before it come out, that's what the requirements are. There's no solo viewing. You got to come to the house. Got to probably shoot a scene with Vera.
And she was blown away, so excited, like called me, leaving me voice messages like, Rachel, I can't wait for you to see it. It's so good. Like I was, obviously she was crying the whole time, but just like to hear that from her, obviously Aaron, but especially that her and a few other select people that saw it with her that were just like blown away. That gave me even more confidence that I already had that like, yeah, this is going to be so great and so special. And most of all, that she being his daughter, and being in it, that she felt so good about it. So
look, man, she said Legend of the White Dragon was better than Marvel, dog. When she said that, she lost all credibility. I get that it's her father, and I'm sure she has some emotional ties to it. But her sense of whether it's good or not, I can't trust it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how did you become a part of the Legend of the White Dragon? How did that all happen for you? And did you know JDF or Aaron before? Had you worked with Aaron before?
So Aaron and I had been friends for a really long time. I had saw him when he kind of first started Bat in the Sun, and we both, like I had done Center Stage and Bring It On and some big films, and we had become friends, I think just because we were both in the like kind of martial arts, very athletic world. And just, I saw what he was doing and I was just so in awe because I know how much work it takes to do what he did, especially with building Bat in the Sun. And I was just like, how can I support? Like, let's do stuff together. I love that you're like going after it. And my passion has always been hero stories because I think, I love movies changed my life, especially in a sort of like, every film usually has some sort of hero's journey within that film to make it a great film. But especially kind of films around those character types. And I grew up obsessed with Power Rangers. In fact, I literally was so close to being a Power Ranger. And the crazy story was like, I was so close. Like it was down to like me and one other girl at one point.
Which season?
Now, here's the thing, right? Sky says she wanted to be an actor, so why didn't they give it her to start? You know, the funny thing is, in Sky's bird brain, she thinks Jenna stole her opportunity. Sky thinks Jenna Frank stole her opportunity, right? She's jealous of Jenna. She thinks the mom swindled her out of the wheel. Sky, look, she'll probably never admit this, but I have it on good authority, great authority. She's jealous of Jenna. She thinks Jenna stole her shot. And in fact, if you ask her in private, she like F Jenna.
I don't even remember because I like blocked it from my mind. I think, what, it's so hard when I went in so many times and I put so much into it and I was like, this is so meant to be and this is going to happen for me. And then it didn't. And I was honestly like really sad and like really bummed. And I just was like, I have a mantra that I constantly say that has kept me, I think, like mentally sane in the entertainment industry. It's just like, what is for me cannot pass me. What is for me cannot pass me. This was not meant for me. And I just believe that there is something else that's even, I don't like the word better because I don't think it's about better. I think it's just more meant for me and my particular journey. I think, gosh, I don't know how long after that was, but then basically Aaron had said, he's like, yeah, we're doing Legend White Dragon. I think you'd be perfect for this. I want you to talk to JDF. And JDF and I got on a live first and we just hit it off. I think, we just couldn't stop talking. I think we planned to go for like 30 minutes and we went for like 2 hours or something because we just were so passionate about so many of the same things and really using our own things that we went to, struggles, trials, our own mental health journeys to help put into films, into stories, and to content that we created to help other people, know that they're not alone, know that that even us are struggling too, and how to use, creativity and art to help you process through really challenging things. And so, and then after that, it was basically like, yeah, we want you to be Iris. And I helped, initially with the crowdfunding and then we started filming. And it was just so special because, I grew up obsessed with Power Rangers and watching him in the actual Power Ranger movie and all this stuff. So it was definitely a full circle moment for me. And I kind of have this crazy pattern in my career of playing lead role characters in follow-up films to films I obsessed over as a kid. Like I obsessed over Center Stage as a kid. I watched it every day. I had vision boards of it. I wrote it down in my journal. I'm going to be in a movie like Center Stage one day, never knowing they would ever make a sequel. And the fact that I literally booked that as my first lead role in a film, my first acting job really ever, was insane. And that's what I do a lot of motivational speaking about all the twists and turns and ups and downs and things I learned from that journey. And then also, Bring It On. I obsessed over Bring It On as a kid. So to get to play in one of the follow-up Bring It Ons as one of the main characters was just like mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, dog. Everyone knows Sky hated JDF. Yeah, she thinks he abandoned her. I mean, because she don't want to look at her mom for like the bad mom she was.
And to be so obsessed with Power Rangers growing up and not necessarily getting to be an actual Power Ranger, but to get to live kind of in that world and play opposite characters that I just loved. I just, that's so fascinating to me. I don't.
Girl, get to Legend of the White Dragon. No one cares.
I feel like there's a,
but I want people to know because we had Rachel on our Super Chat podcast and Kat and I were just jaw dropped by your story with Center Stage, like how, like that whole, I was like, oh my gosh. So guys, hear the whole story about her getting Center Stage on our Super Chat podcast, season 1. Extraordinary. Like the way that Juan just moved things around. I fell in love with you. Well, I fell in love with you before that, but it just made me even fall more in love with you because just your journey and just standing strong in this business. We know that we get told no more than we get told yes.
So much more.
It can be so deflating and so many people leave because of that. But you continued your journey. You continued to excuse me. You continued to pursue what you wanted and God opened up that door. And that is a testament to just keep going for your dreams. So back to Legend of the White Dragon. Tell us.
There we go, Nakia. There we go, girl. Bring it back. No one cared about fucking Center Stage that came out in 2000. Like they're talking about a movie that came out we don't give two shits about that.
A little bit about your character.
Yeah.
Iris.
So yeah, I play Iris Main, and the really beautiful part about her, one of my favorite quotes is this quote that says, "She believed she could, so she did." Like, I have a bracelet that says that, and I think to me, Iris really embodies that. She came from a totally different background, and in the film, I think one of the most beautiful messages about
Nerd Affiliated is on it, man. Look, her character is forgettable, dog. Like, the first time you see her in Legend of the White Dragon, she's on her knees and the guy's like, "Hey, put this in your mouth." And then Font show up and rescue her. I'm telling you, man, her character is so forgettable. Like, what are we doing? Like, she acting like, look, she don't even know what her character looks like in the final cut of the movie. She said it. She didn't see the movie. She's lost all credibility what her character's about in the movie. She didn't see it. How are you in this movie that's coming out in like 2 months and you didn't even see it? Make this make sense.
the film is that even superheroes need help too. And, the three of us, my character, Iris Main, JDF's character, and Jason Vaughn's character, we're all kind of like this team. And we all did everything together. We go on these like, covert out missions, and then, some really hard things went down, and JDF's character basically went missing, and I can't give too much away, but the whole thing was like, wait, we lost our
I mean, he went missing because he got his ass whooped by Ashtagor and was looking for the crystal to become the White Dragon. He needed motivation. He hiding like around the corner from his family. It's like, my daughter probably wrote the plot, man.
We lost it. We didn't know if he was alive. We lost our team. We lost our family. Like, and we're trying to, basically save him. And I think, what I love about her character and this message in the movie is that so many times, when we think of heroes as these people that like do it on their own. They're like super strong, super tough. They got it all together and they just like save the world by themselves. And that's a complete lie. If you really watch every hero character ever, they always go through a journey where they hit some really rock bottom moment that makes them have to kind of break open and ask for help and be like, wait, I can't do this on my own. I need help. I need support. Almost every hero character has a team, has a sidekick, has some community that's supporting them. And I think, that is a big part of all of our lessons throughout the movie.
Exactly. For all she know, her scenes were probably cut. She doesn't know what the final movie looks like. She doesn't know. And it's so funny, right? They ask her like about theaters and she's like, well, I can't talk about that. Like, sweetie, you haven't even seen the movie you're in. You can only be in there for like 10 minutes. It's like, well, no, I shot so much. Yeah, you're in there for 15, sweetheart. You're in there for 15. When you rescue JDF, when you go to the church, and then when y'all fight, Aaron Shonky on the super serum.
And I hope that people watch it and take away that in their real life, that nobody has it all together. And everybody, even the best of the best, like most successful, most talented, most beautiful people, like they're struggling too. And we all just need each other, and we need help, and to ask for help, and to allow ourselves to be messy and vulnerable and be like, and realize that is a strength, not a weakness. And so, yeah, I think there's a little bit about Iris.
I like that. She sounds cool.
She's forgettable, guys.
And she's like the female.
She's like the female what? Come on. Bring it home, Catherine. Let me hear some girl power. She's like, what?
Only female in the trio. Like, that's really cool. She's strong like the boys.
Well,
and she's constantly sexualized because it's Aaron shooting it. Look, the first time you see her, she's going to be on her knees, hands tied behind her back, and a dude with his crotch in her face talking about open up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Let me know when they come out if I was right or wrong. I have like rock solid fucking sources. All right. Rock solid. Where's Aaron at to confirm?
That's what I've always wanted to represent, is that like the strong female, like badass characters that you can. And what I love about her too is that, so many times female kind of badass characters are written very masculine. They're very like, they're written a very certain way that makes us women watch it and be like, oh, okay, I got to be independent. I got to do it on my own. I got to like basically be a man to like do this. But I love that she's, really written. And of course she's tough. Of course she's strong. Of course she's badass. Of course she can like protect, she helps and she supports and she protects, but she's also has this like softness and vulnerability to her, and this groundedness that I think, I hope that women watching and men watching just realize that, and that we see more female characters that are written like that. And I think we are starting to see more and more of that, which I really love. But
Like, I'm like, yo, hey, according to my sources, the first scene of you in Legend of the White Dragon, you're on your knees, face bloody, hands tied behind your back, and a guy is telling you to put something in your mouth. Can you confirm if that's true or not? That's what you got. Hey, because Aaron's going to sexualize every woman in here. And she's a woman. She got to be sexual because Aaron got to come off like he's straight when we all know different.
this, I think for so long we got this message of like, do it on your own. You don't need a man, be independent. And like, yes, be strong, be badass. Like you like know how to be so strong in yourself. But also I think so much of our strength comes from that ability to be grounded and open and have this, I don't want to say softness, but this ability to stand firm in your power without having to push, to force, to like make things happen.
This is all like useless talk right here. Like, all right, strong woman. Okay. What else you got?
So much. It's more of this like magnetic allowing energy that's just like, no, I know who I am. I don't need to prove it to anybody. And I have so much strength in that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Did you have another question, Kia? Or did you want me to?
Yeah. Well, what were the challenges, would you say, in filming Legend of the White Dragon?
Oh gosh, I mean, there were so many. I mean, obviously the big one,
Like these are gimme questions to make it seem like it was harder than what it was, when we know it was like, okay, he said the movie was finished. He wasn't here for reshoots. Why couldn't y'all do the what they did in Fast and Furious? Voiceover with someone looking at the back, or got a JDF lookalike, stuff like that.
That was just very hard.
Before that.
Before that happened. Well, I think, for a lot of it, we were shooting during the pandemic, and that was incredibly challenging because, people are having to wear masks every day, and we're having to get COVID tests every day, and we're having to, remain distances, and you have to have a COVID person on set. And, we're shooting a lot during when it's super hot outside, and we have the suits that are really intense. I've so many times, I remember doing this funny video. I was like in the bathroom trying to go to the bathroom in my suit. And I was like, I basically said something like, what the real superhero work is, it's trying to like go to the bathroom in this suit. Just because it was, but I think also, some of the shoot days, it was also, we had to do like really late night shoots in the studio in the dark. And I know for my character, we have the helmets that have these lights that go in our eyes. And for part of the day, you're having to shoot so fast, I literally couldn't see, and we couldn't figure out how to fix it fast enough. And we just had to like get the shot. So I'm literally having to do basically like very athletic, like running through scenes and like walking upstairs and climbing down, like all this stuff, basically without being able to see. And I was just like, it's okay, I trained for this. I got, you know what I mean? Like, and also like I definitely like have some stuff being like claustrophobic if I have like, if I feel like I'm like trapped somewhere. So I had to do a lot of like mental training for myself just to not feel, just still to be able to be so present in the character and what she was going through without letting my own Rachelness get in the way,
Who fucking cares, bitch?
But feeling like hot and sweaty and claustrophobic and can't see right, and I think that's why I'm so grateful for my upbringing as a competitive gymnast, because it really taught me so many powerful lessons that I think has helped me so much throughout my acting career, especially playing characters that have to do some really hard things, that I just.
Yeah. Nakia, like, okay. Come on, girl.
I have this ability to be like, for whatever reason, there's a part of me that like lights up when stuff like that happens. I'm like, no, I can do it. I can figure it out. I can make it work. I can do, I don't know. Yeah. So resiliency, yeah, that is like really, really powerful. And I light up with any action or fight scenes that we have. Like even the movie I was just filming called Starfire had some really badass action, fight scenes. And there was a day where it was just all that with some really intense scenes involved in like just a lot of, fight work and stunt work. And even though my body hurts and I'm like, it's like the biggest energy rush for me. Like, I just love it. And I often say, like, when I have, obviously it's fake blood, but blood on my face and my body hurts and I'm tired, I'm sweaty. I'm like, why do I love this so much? Like, I don't know, but I just do. It's like,
I don't think she had that going on in Legend of the White Dragon. She fought off like a couple of thugs, one who was trying to put like some stuff in her mouth. And ain't that like about it? Oh, some people at the temple, maybe? No, right? I don't remember.
I
very
my favorite.
active person too. Like I remember when you were filming, Jason was like, "She's crazy. Like she's doing push-ups between sets, and she's challenging me to planks." Like he was like,
Yeah.
"She's," and I was like, "Well, look at her abs. That comes from hard work."
Yes. Yeah, it's true. It's
Yeah,
very
you're
true.
active, and I think you're right. Like being a gymnast and having that work ethic and that resilience and that persevering and pushing through pain has served you in your career as an actor, because you have to.
Get to the Legend of the White Dragon questions. I think they're coming up shortly.
You have to have that. It's like important. So do you is your favorite genre to film action? And is like I noticed that's a lot of what your resume is. It's a lot of action films. Is that what your
All right, we really don't care. Let me start getting to the good stuff. Yeah, guys, I'm skipping around. If you want to go watch the full shaboing, go watch it. Let's get to the 34-minute mark where they start asking like some questions related to, is it 34? Let's see, the 27-minute mark where they nail her on the cross about Legend of the White Dragon. So for all you people wondering if it's going to be in the UK, I don't know how many people I got from the UK here right now. They nail her on the wall with this, and she gives the Aaron Schonke answer right here. Let's get it.
Loving into people to get the best performance out of them, and then piecing it all together to tell the story to hopefully empower, people. I love it.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Guys, check out their brand. What a great way to.
Yeah, she was like trying to like launch her husband's brand. I was like, dude, I don't give two shits about you and your husband's brand.
Will Legend of the White Dragon come to theaters in the UK when it comes out on August 28th? Do you know? Did
you hear the question? Will Legend of the White Dragon come to the UK on August 28th when it comes out on the 28th?
Nope.
Yes.
We had a message come in from one of our channel members, Scott Biglicky, and he wanted to know, will Legend of the White Dragon come to theaters in the UK when it comes out on August 28th? Do you know?
So I can't talk about that yet, but I do know as of now it's in select theaters, but we're hoping like the better it does, the more we'll be able to have it in more and more and more theaters around the world. So that's what we're hoping for. So the best things fans can do is like support however much of their initial release is there, and the better it does, the more we'll be able to expand.
What about the fans who already pay for the digital and or Blu-ray? Should they go out and see the movie too? Like, or should they just get what what they paid for? And what do you mean by select theaters? Are we talking one theater, two theater? What does select theaters mean? Do you have a location? Can we pre-order tickets?
Nope.
And he had a couple of other questions, but I'm just going to ask this other question. He wanted to know, what was it like working alongside JDF?
It was the best. Like, I just love him and will forever be so grateful for him. I feel like, he just like, and I'm sure, you guys felt, he to everyone, I feel like to some people I've talked to, he was just like the big brother that just like took me under his wing and was like, so many times it was a lot of pressure for me. I felt like it was hard to be like, wow, I'm stepping into this whole world, that you guys already know about and have. And he was just like, I'm going to show you the ropes. You're going to do all these things with me. We're going to do it together. And and it was just so fun too, because we would do these super serious scenes, and it was so important to him to show the world that he had so much capacity to have so much depth, so much more depth than he had ever been able to show doing Power Rangers. And that's why this movie was so special to him, because his character really goes through a lot of really hard things, and he gives such an incredible performance that is so complex.
How do you know? You didn't see the final cut. It could have been cut out. What do you mean he gives an incredible performance? How do you know? You self-admittedly, you didn't see the final cut. What if it was cut out?
And so it was just so amazing to see his work ethic, but then also his ability to just bring so much laughter and so much like inspiration and support to everybody on set. Like, I'm just forever grateful. And I'm just so sad. There was a couple audio messages that he left me that I like just, he literally was just saying so many kind, supportive things. And I just so wish that I had that voice message, because like, it was something that I remember listening to, and it was when I was going through kind of a hard time, and randomly, he just sent me this message that was basically like, I love you. I believe in you so much. I'm going to blow you up. Like you have so talented. You deserve the world. Like just so many like beautiful things. And you guys know, sometimes it's just so hard in our industry to keep believing in yourself. I get no's, 100 no's all the time. I audition for stuff all the time I don't get. And sometimes it just gets really hard to keep believing in yourself. And it was like messages like that just change everything. And sadly, because I had my phone on a setting that was like messages got deleted after 30 days and I didn't realize it.
This is them. This is not me. We got perfect internet over
At
here.
the time, so anyways, things like that. I wish so badly that I had those still.
Damn, everyone say they got the messages, and then stuff like that happened. Remember, Aaron was like, "I'm gonna play them."
I was doing the same thing because I had messages from him and I was trying to find them. And I thought I had found them and I didn't. But Kat, you still have, didn't you find?
I still have some.
That's so special.
Yeah, it's very he would leave very long messages.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could talk, that boy.
Yeah.
He would have been good at
This is their live stream. This is not me. This is them.
comedy. Like
He really was. I mean, even I remember, because we had worked so much on like social media together and because before I don't even think he was on really TikTok before.
Oh my god, I'm trying to find a timestamp and
But then we were on White Dragon. I was showing him like, I would create different sketches, little quick sketches for us to do together. And he was like, wait, this is so much fun. And they would, get really big on my TikTok and kind of helped him get started in that. And then as soon as I kind of taught him.
This is their shit loading, guys.
Some things on how to like do it. He literally like had a channel that had like 1 million followers, like so fast because he was so funny, and he knew
You love to hear the message that ASJ sent that JDF sent to ASJ.
how to just like, I don't know. And anyways, yeah.
Did you ever see his page Saps? Stuart Aldo Pulaski. Did he ever do that for you?
I didn't know.
All right, they're about to talk about his the character that he played. But we got to keep it moving. 3406 is our next timestamp that we need to hit up because we're just about to just timestamp it out.
I do too. We all do. And yeah, thank you for that. And like I said, I
come on.
Salisbury, Maryland.
Here we go.
I love that. Thank you so much. I would love to see it. That'd be fun.
He had another one.
Oh,
okay.
Salisbury, Maryland. We all want to see JDF one more time.
Yes. Yeah, I do too. We all do. And yeah, thank you for that. And like I said,
they pray the Legend of the White Dragon plays somewhere in Salisbury, Maryland. We want to see JDF one more time.
I really, I don't know what, it doesn't matter what you believe, but I definitely believe he's still around. And I've talked to Jenna several times and Tammy and just like feeling him with us. And I really hope that and feel that he'll be around, when the movie shows and I hope that he's with the whole release and helping it be as big as it possibly can.
Yeah.
This
is very
is
important to him.
Yeah, this was his staple of trying to transition from Power Rangers, from everyone seeing him from Power Rangers into a different light. Yeah, it's heart-wrenching to think that he's not going to be here to see that. But we're going to celebrate him.
Yes.
This one came in, and this is Buffalo Lita.
What the heck is going on with their stream?
Kat, I'm sorry I won't see you.
We really don't care about this question. We got to go to 3546. But it's doing like this weird load
I'm
thing.
working on GTA 3.
Okay. So Michael Madsen was in the movie for, I don't know, like 30 seconds. And they about to ask her a question about it. Now you have to keep in mind, she hasn't seen the movie, so she don't know what the hell to expect, but
forward to it. Yes, I'm going to be in Buffalo with Jason Font, your castmate.
Oh, fun. So cool.
Yes.
That's this weekend, right?
Yes, this weekend.
Okay.
Super cool.
David 18425-T. Michael Madsen was part of the Legend of the White Dragon cast. Did you have much interaction with him, and did he ever talk about his time working on GTA 3?
Nope.
So sadly, I was not on set when he was on set. So when you shoot a movie, you don't always get to work with all the characters because you might have different days. And his character really was JDF and him, in working together. So not a lot of other people got to actually work with him. Obviously other than the crew and Aaron, the director and all that stuff. But I just heard, really incredible things. And I'm just so grateful that he's in the movie with us.
Now he's only in the movie for like 1 minute max. So I imagine he was there on set probably 1, maybe 2 days max. Get in, get out, talk to JDF, motivate him to go find the crystal that he stole from Astra Gore and become White Dragon, all that yada 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 good stuff.
Played Jason's father, I believe. In
Yeah.
the movie. Mm-hmm.
And I know that was like really, really special to JDF, and he was just so excited about that and to get to work alongside him. And I know even Michael had said so many beautiful things about JDF and what an amazing actor he was and human he was. And so yeah, it's just It's a big love fest all around on the film set for
I
sure.
think Reservoir Dogs was one of Jason's favorite movies. So,
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Now we got a Brett
All
sighting, I
right.
believe.
This one is in. Do you want to read that one?
Brent Fam
There we go.
1155 did a version of Legend of the White Dragon finish filming while Jason David Frank was still alive?
Yeah, so we did like a version.
This is actually like a trick question. Because if she said no, then it'd been like, well, JDF was lying because the clip is out there. I'm saying that's a wrap. Picture is locked. Yada yada yada. And here's her answer. She got to give the Aaron Schonke answer.
Of it, I would say. A version of it was like
155 did a version of Legend of the White Dragon finish filming while Jason David Frank was still alive?
Yeah, so we did like a version of it, I would say. A version of it was like so in film, you usually always do like the first pass, you film it, right? But then there's usually always reshoots. And after you gotta get the film that you shot together, you see where the missing pieces are, and then you go back to reshoots. And so that's ultimately what happened.
I think Aaron is like, hey, make sure you mention JDF passed, reshoots, he wasn't there. We need as much coverage as possible to dodge any form of accountability for my lack of experience. And she's doing it.
We did finish the initial like first pass of shooting the film basically, but then he passed away like right after that. So we didn't have time to have him in the actual reshoot process.
Yeah. Now this one is going to be 3 parts. So I'm going to put up the first part. This is from David 18.
All right, we really don't care what it was like working with Jason Font. Because like I said, he just sexualized her. 4237 is our next timestamps. Like if you're a woman in any Aaron Schonke production, you're going to get sexualized. It just comes with the territory.
I actually don't know. I mean, obviously, like I said, it was like.
Here we go. Come on.
Legend of White Dragon. And do you know if he was supposed to be in Once and Always before he passed away?
What was it like working with Jason David Frank on Legend of the White Dragon? And do you know if he was supposed to be in Once and Always before he passed away? Now, Catherine is going to chime in on this one.
I think Kat could, you guys both answer that.
I actually don't know. I mean, obviously, like I said, it was like the best working with him, and I'm forever grateful for it. But I don't know about the second part of that.
He was originally supposed to do Once and Always, and the script had him in it. And then when he was decided to do Legend of the White Dragon, he pulled away because he didn't want it to take away from his movie. He really wanted to focus on that, and he was trying to make a change, and he'd gone back to Power Rangers several times. And I think he really wanted this to be, like you were saying earlier, he's breakaway, he's like standout and like creating a whole new universe, and be taken seriously as an actor.
Yeah, and I think, it's really important for people to understand that so many times as an actor, you can just kind of get, typecast or pigeonholed into a certain thing, not because you want to, but because that's just what happens in the industry. And it is sometimes really hard to break out and have people see you in a different light, that you can also do these other types of characters. And
I mean, I don't know, man.
I think, even for me, after I did Center Stage, it was, a big dance film. People were like, "Oh, you're the dancer." And I was like, "No, I'm an actress who can dance, and I can also fight, and I can also sing, and I can," you know what I mean?
The load thing is like killing me.
But I had to say no to so many dance opportunities, like going on tours and doing stuff like that, because I and other dance roles in films. So I was like, I want to be known as an actress, and sometimes it's really hard to say no. I bet that was really hard for him to say no to. And
I wonder, was he convinced to say no by Aaron? I wonder if he was, because I'm starting to see like the JDF account do things that Aaron would never do. So I'm wondering if everyone is on the up and up. What I mean, because I saw the JDF account promoting the Boom comic in a positive light, whereas Aaron was like, "Oh, there's my influence was felt. They stole my shit for the cover, shit like that." So it's interesting to see it.
And I also hope people understand like the amount of weight and pressure that he felt to make this film so great. And I know that he probably knew, what a commitment it was, and what I think it would have been so hard to try and do anything else at the same time as this, because he was all in all day, every day. Yeah, because it's a major thing to be able to do this, what he did.
Yeah.
And
I'd have been like, well, how long were y'all filming Once and Always for? How many filming days was that? Because I imagine y'all had that shit down pack where he could have filmed Once and Always and then been back for Legend of the White Dragon if he was doing any filming at that point.
Trying to leave and you're trying to be seen for something else. That is a lot of pressure. I'm glad that you brought that up. Like this project was heavy. Like he needed it all, and he needed everything to just work out because this was going to be a staple for him. And again, I remember him mentioning he wanted to do like trilogies. Like he wanted this.
He did. Yeah. There was a lot like planned off of this, you know, so many different films, spinoffs and sequels and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't see it, so we really don't know what else is going to come. Now, this was as much as I saw in the whatchamacallit. Did you know Mark Dacascos? She talked about working with Mark. That was great. I'm just going through like the super chats of everything else because it really wasn't like a huge like, oh my God, this was so groundbreaking because one, she didn't see the movie. You have no release date info other than her saying, please, please, please go see the goddamn movie when it come out so it could be in more theaters. But as someone pointed out, if it's only in 1 or 3 theaters, no amount of people going to see it is going to be like, oh, we need to put it in 5 theaters. I really think it was just a well-go, hey, we need a movie to come out for this month. We could distribute Legend of the White Dragon in a handful of theaters. And we can say, hey, we had a release in August.
That it was a really good energy and good environment. So even though it sucked, I'm grateful I went through those because I have.
I don't think it's nothing else in here. I don't see no more super
on a big
chats.
film like that, like there's so much going on. I didn't get a lot of like real time with actually with him, but we did a Jay Leno.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Episode with him where it was like just a couple of us girls and him doing it together. And
yeah, I think she starts promoting other stuff. I don't see no more super chats coming through for him, or if they are coming through, they're not reading them. I wonder what the chat was looking like. If you want to watch the whole interview, go to the Power Rangers playback. But I mean, this, if anything, just showed that she didn't see the movie. And you have to wonder why a person who was in Jason David Frank's last movie that comes out in 2 months, and she's out here promoting it and talking about how great it was and how important her character is and how good Jason's performance is, but she front loaded the fact that she did not see the final cut. So because she did not see the final cut, how good is her word on if the movie's good, her performance, his performance? She could have been cut out. Like I said, she probably got like 3 scenes, one on her knees, one getting sexualized by a pool by Jason Font, and one fight scene and just some ancillary, she's present on screen scenes, but nothing. There's no heavy lifting. Her character is not memorable, and it's going to be quickly forgettable. And I can't wait for everyone for it to finally be out so you can confirm that all my sources were spot on. But let me know what you think in the comment section. See you in the next video. Peace. All right, we're at that 1 o'clock mark. I didn't get to cover enough content. But I'll leave you with this. Blake Foster. Sky Frank literally told someone that Blake and Aaron Coney Darkness raped her. Not lying. Got it recorded on the record. Think about that. But anyway, it's a little nugget. Look. I mean, it's stuff we already knew. Told you they railed her. Like, I don't think anyone was in disbelief that they railed her. You need that interview? We'll see what happens. Oh man. That bitch is a train wreck, dog. Train wreck. Train wreck. She should have just told the truth. She should have told the truth. Truth be escaping her. I sent you some funny ish. Let's see what you sent me. That was funny. I got that one. What's this? Die Another Henry. Better be good. Nah, you making me put me on Holly Berry Bible. Look, Sky be doing some diabolical shit, but everyone be too scared to speak on it. Like, it's some more disgusting shit in Sky's past. But the person who told me the story, that was like, well, I kind of work in the industry and they like avoid her like the plague, but you know, the people be there. When did Henry get hot like that? Goddamn, dog. It's time to go to Lens Crafters. Get your eyes checked. They act like this bitch like John Gotti or something. I'm like, the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Bitch is a loser. She's a straight loser, right? But what happens, right? I think what happened, right? When people got dirt on people, right? So you like, yo, I'm an exposed Sky. And then they like, well, fuck. Sky can expose me. Oh shit, dog. That's what it is, man. Bitch is a bum. Oh my god. So you dropping that nugget or no? I mean, I gotta like edit a bunch of shit. And then it's like I'm gonna be living it up for like the next 4 days. And then we'll see what happened, man. We'll see what happened. I might just have to just go through of like transcripts or something, dog. Like, but nah, this bitch she is disgusting. She's disgusting. She probably watching now. I hear she watches every stream. Every video I make about Sky, I was informed today that she watches all of them. When Chucky was up here exposing her ass, watching it. When Francis was exposing her, watching it. When people anonymously was exposing her, watching it. When someone came out and said, yeah, some Asian couple paid her like $2 for her to lick them where the shun don't sign, watching it. Oh man, shout out to you, Deoxy. I'm on lunch break. Is Henry retired yet? I'm close, dog. I'm close. We didn't even cover Plaque Boy Max. This be the bullshit I'm talking about. We might have a big stream Sunday or something, dog, where I just clean the gauntlet and just get all my content out. The problem is when I stream for so long, it take me like 3-4 hours to get everything thumbnailed and uploaded. It's disgusting. It's nasty work. Nasty work. But I'll probably stream Friday. I'm waiting on Deoxy's Blue comic review. Would love to react to that. I mean, maybe we could have Deoxy come on and we could talk about the death of Power Ranger content and how it's going across the board. Bruh couldn't even spell common writer right. So Sky has seen all of the memes. Yeah, she watches all the time. She watches anytime I'm talking about her, she watches. Which now that I know that, oh. Now that I got confirmation she watches every stream. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. So keep that in mind, bro. It's Japanese. I don't have to know the name Lamau. Goddamn. What's it say? Does it take that long to come up with a prompt? You fucking asshole. All right. So like behind the scenes, right? When I get off of here, I gotta get my shorts ready. I gotta get my long form content ready. It's so much stuff I have to get ready. And then I have to get my daughter to camp. Oh snap, I gotta charge my car up. Ninja ain't even charged the car up. I'm happy I reminded myself, or I'd have been like pissed off. If I review Phantom Force, I'll be angering white Aaron and black Aaron. Bro. You gotta do it, man. You gotta do it for the culture. It was your birthday. It was your birthday yesterday? Oh shit, why you ain't say nothing, dog?
Let's get it. Happy birthday, you bitch ass nigga.
Coney did send me Phantom Force number 0. Jesus Christ, man. What do you need that? You need to start a fire with that or what? Did he sign it for you? Bro, that dude is disgusting, man. This ninja, disgusting, nasty. Him and Blake, fucking Sky. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. Ew. She don't even deny it because it's true. But she said they raped her. But publicly she said, nah. People are lying on them. She was given a choice, right? Can someone send me Phantom Force? I know issue 0, issue 1 is free, but I don't want Aaron doxing me. She was given a choice, right? When all these allegations came out. Let's just make it into a clip. Let's make it into a clip. Okay. I mean, I don't even know if I want to make it into a clip because it's just like BS. New Drewski. Is it a new Drewski show? Spades is awesome. Just finished it. Hey. Shout out to all the people who got Spades because I told y'all to go watch it. Make sure you go to Johnny's page and be like, Henry Resilient told me to watch it, so I got it because he said it. Let him know. Let him know and tell him stay resilient. Like, I'm not going to clip this because it's going to be a much bigger video. When all this stuff came about, Sky and Blake and Aaron and Kenny Pettis Jr., right? This big nose ninja. She was placed with a choice, right? She had a choice. We all got choices. We all got to make choices. She could have chose to tell the truth about what really happened with Kenny, Aaron, Blake. She could have chosen told the truth. But what she did was she chose to lie because she was afraid of blowback and things that may, quote unquote, impact her career or what little career she has. But mostly at these conventions, she's just selling box. At Ranger Stop, she was gone for most of the time, right? You know why? She's an alcoholic, drug user, escort. But we're not here to talk about that. Despite all that, what they did to her was absolutely wrong and abhorrent. But instead of coming forward and outing them like she outed them to her father whenever that happened, She decided to protect Blake, to protect Aaron, to protect Kenny. And no one, she don't have good guidance. She don't have like that good strength, that good fortitude to say, you know what? I've been holding this secret for so long. So many people have taken advantage of me. So many people have used me, cast me off, thrown to the side. You know? How would it look if when this stuff comes out, instead of her coming forward and saying, leave Blake alone and I still love him, she say, you know what? What Blake did to me when I was underage was wrong. What Aaron did to me was wrong. What Kenny did to me was wrong. I'm gonna finally speak up and just tell the truth. She chose not to do that. She chose to cover for him, to make it seem like everything that was coming out was false. When she told at least one person that he raped her. That he raped her. Behind the scene. I gotta record it. It's fucked up. I learned that today. That's why I was kind of like frazzled. But we'll see if that ever comes out from that person, because they think she like John Gotti. It's utterly disgusting. And it just gives so much credence to the fact that this guy should be in a wood chipper. So should this guy. Definitely this guy. But when you got people like her protecting her, guess what? You know what it does? It leaves the door open for there to be other Sky Frank-esque victims out there. I know I say a lot of shit about her. And even though most of it's true, this shit, unacceptable. Unacceptable. But if she want to keep protecting them at her big age because she's scared of blowback or anything like that, that's her choice. But at the end of the day, it could be hard to walk it back, right? You came out and you said it wasn't true, knowing it was, knowing that you told other people what he did to you, what he did to you. And then you chose to make that statement, protecting him, shielding him from accountability, shielding him from being shunned from the community, which he should have been done, shielding both of these losers. But, you know, if she protects them, it has no impact on my life. But just know that I know, Sky, that you told at least one person that he raped you, and he raped you. And not just that it oftentimes, unfortunately, gets thrown in your face. As in, go get raped by Blake Foster again. To which you responded, I'm about to call him now. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Say it's not true. Tell me that someone didn't tell you, go get raped by Blake Foster again. And you said, I'm about to call him now. I ain't lying. God damn. I saw it in fucking 4K. In 4K. Anyway, that be that. Y'all have a good night. I'm sure she gonna get this message and start going crazy. And, you know, it's just so weird, man. How many other people, right? How many people did she tell about Blake Foster? How many? How many? The real story about him. Fuck this guy. Fuck all his friends. Fuck this guy. And I pray one day that interview gets to see the light of day. But until then, at least you got my word for it. You got my word. It's already recorded. Already recorded. But anyway, I'll be on vacation, chilling like a villain, doing the Lord's work. consensually with someone of the appropriate age, unlike these ninjas. Can we go back to when guys were interviewing Walter? Oh, yeah. Anyway, that white guy interviewing Walter was a really good clip, but the problem is, here, I'll tell you, content creation 101. I'm saying that way too late. The problem was when I was supposed to edit it, my Premiere Pro wasn't working. Damn, is he on Law and Crime? Damn, they got his whole trial on Law and Crime. God damn. Damn, look at my clips. My clips is on the homepage. I love it. I love seeing it here. I'm gonna show you. I got lazy with the Walter Jones interview, right? I'll be honest. I got lazy with it. So for all my people who aspire to be content creators, let's see. The Walter Jones interview got 268 views, right? Why did it get that many views? Because I was lazy. Like, first off, when I was about to edit it, Adobe crashed on me. Low-key pissed me off. And I was supposed to front load this interview. Walter Jones, where him saying, I'm black, you're not blacker than me. That's why it's so like poorly viewed. I didn't front load it with the clip. Let me see if I can find it. This is actually a good interview. It's entertaining. It's not like you about to find out something new. Let me see if I can search Blacker. BLACK. Oh, snap. It pops up. Hold on. Let me see if I can get in the transcript. Here we go, right here. I found it. Look. 46 minutes in. This ninja right here say this crazy shit.
I had fun. No, wait a minute. I never was given the opportunity. Believe it or not, I was blacker than you when I was young.
Holy shit.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Bro. This is the interview. I thought we were done. I thought we were done with the black shit. He's like, nah, man, I was blacker than you and shit, dog, when I was young. Believe it or not. Like, what? Hey, wait. Excuse me, say what? You see this shit? This was like, yo, I don't know how people are watching because I didn't front load it.
Believe it or not, I was blacker than you when I was young. My hair was just
find that hard to believe.
Hey, look, now Walter took offense. He's like, I find that hard to believe. He like, no. Hear me out. This was like it was a sneaky good interview because like this guy, I'm sure he doesn't consider himself racist. He was dropping a bunch of shit like, you know, all my black friends are rich, famous, and educated, and they're just not like you, Walter. I was just like, what the fuck? But that's why this thing get that good of a views because the real entertainment is this white dude right here, not Walter, not anything he got to say. You know, victim. Make sure you have the right drivers, and maybe you got the new updates. You should get it back in the works. We'll see what happened, man. I'm about to be in vacation mode, and y'all ninjas may be without me for an extended period of time. So, anyway, love when I put that little nugget in there. Like, no lie. If she come out and tell the truth, his career is over. I don't know why she's not extorting this nigga. I'll be extorting him. She should be extorting both of these guys. I hear it's like a tape out there or something. But you know, she'll be homeless and shit, and like, I guess she was without electricity for like 2 months or 3 weeks. Holy shit. 3 weeks without electricity. Multiple people knew. Oh shit. Oh shit, dog. She's down bad, man. Hey, but she gotta do what she gotta do, man. She gotta do what she gotta do.
When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear nobody say shit.
I even know the website which she's slanging it on. I'm gonna have to create an account and see if I can find that bitch. Not to purchase, just for proof. I am diet, dude. I am fucking. If I find that shit. Oh man, dog. She better keep my fucking name out her mouth for life, dog. Oh man. Skeezer Frank, dog. Oh man. I know the website. I'm gonna have to go up in there and put my location. From what I hear, she delivered that shit, dog. She doing out call only. For those who don't know, out call means she come to you. Oh shit, dog. Out call. Out call only, man. See, like, if y'all want like a real interview with her, that's what y'all should be talking about. You should be talking about how she make money and shit. You know? You gotta, hey, how you making money out here? Hey, what's up with your dog? Where that dog at? Where he at? Did you leave him? All right, anyway. Sky is a Backpage veteran. Nah, she not on Backpage, dog. I don't even think is Backpage still up? She not on Backpage. But I'm cursed with knowledge. It's like I know so much. How do I disseminate it? You know? It's all gonna come out. But it may just be me saying it. That's what it is. It'd probably just be me saying it. Oh man. Go get Great by Blake. I'm about to call him right now, she says. Ay. It's STG. What is STG? I don't know what STG is. Hey chat, why are these Power Ranger fanboys so gullible? They worship people like Blake Foster and other drug addicted wannabes. Sky Frank is the Amber Rose of Power Rangers. No, because no one's wifing her. No one's wifing up Sky Frank. I would say she liked the Superhead, but I don't think she's known for that. It's just unfortunate, Skip the Games. Oh, I don't know what Skip the Games is. Is that like a website? No, it's not that website. I'm gonna have to create the profile so I can see if I can find her. And then if I find her, content. I mean, I could like I could put someone on the case and see exactly what website she on and be like, yo, see if you can get her to agree to do some foul shit for a price. She will. She in a bind. She in a perpetual bind. And selling that box is all she knows. Selling that box, scamming Power Ranger fans. Like, I think at conventions, she make more money selling the box than signing autographs. What y'all think? Sky is the Sarah J of Power Rangers. Now you getting there, dog. Now you getting there. No, she's the Pinky of Power Rangers. She's the Pinky of Power Rangers, dog. She's the Pinky. There we go. Not the glory hole of the grid.
You are the glory hole of the grid, boo.
All right, man. I gotta go. I gotta get some sleep. My daughter gonna be up soon. I gotta cut my hair. You know what I'm saying? I took the trash out already, so we good. Play Glory Hole of the Grid soundbite. I did it.
You are the glory hole of the grid, boo.
She watching, man. She punching the air. She probably like, who did Henry talk to? The problem is when you tell so many people the same thing, it's really hard to narrow it down. Right? That's the thing. When you start telling fans about shit or fans find you on said website, when fans taking you up to their room during Ranger stop, and they're like, yeah, Henry had a good time with her. Like, what? Yup. Took her up to the room and it sounded like this. I'm like, wait. What did it sound like when you took her up to the room? He was like, it sounded like this. All right. Like, man, I can't be playing it no more, dog. All right, man. All right. Peace, love, happiness. Y'all be cool. Y'all were great. Do me a favor. Like the stream on the way out. Give my regards to Sky. Tell her I said stay resilient. And see y'all when I see ya. Peace.